I stand alone before a mirror, staring at my own reflection. Who are you? The next second, the scene shifts. Another me leans back on a throne. He smiles at me. You are me, and I am you. A bloodthirsty gleam flickers in his eyes. I am Arbiter Zero. I am the Slaughter King, first among the 7 kings. I'm supposed to be the Slaughter King, first among the 7 kings. Yet I can't even bring myself to step on an ant. It's all because I awakened the Slaughter talent, a power that grows stronger with every kill. But when I told my grandpa about it, it scared him so badly he fled in the middle of the night. Before he left, he warned me again and again, never let anyone find out about your talent. Years later, on a rainy night, frantic calls crackle through a radio. Calling Ellie. Calling Ellie. Can you hear me? Just hold on 5 more minutes. We're almost there. A narrow alley bears the scars of a brutal fight. Ignoring the pain, Ellie, an agent of the Aegis Bureau's 7th Division, slowly rises from the rubble. The blade in her hand gleams coldly. A teammate screams in terror. Captain Ellie, save me! She charges at the monster, injuries and all. The next second, the creature slams her to the ground. Her scanner lights up, flashing the creature's threat level. Her face goes pale. Level 4. It's a Level 4 Aberrant. On the other end, her teammate's voice cracks with disbelief. What? Level 4? Ellie, we're already on our way. Just hang in there a little longer. We'll be there any second. But Ellie knows it's too late. That's when I step into the downpour. She flinches and grips her weapon tighter. I stand in the curtain of rain, umbrella in hand. Ellie shouts at me. Stop gawking and run! The monster senses me and slowly turns around. It flicks out its crimson tongue and lunges straight at me. I don't move an inch. Ellie's eyes go wide. Run! The instant the monster closes in, my eyes flash crimson and a surge of raw power erupts from within. I casually strike, effortlessly blocking the monster's attack. The killing intent in my eyes erupts, releasing a terrifying aura. With a deafening crash, I slam my attack down. The monster flies backward and never gets up again. I raise my hand and sweep it through the air. The dead monster's blood energy turns into red light and flows straight into me. The red glow in my eyes slowly fades back to calm. I pull up my mask and spot the woman collapsed on the ground. She lifts her head to look at me, her voice barely a whisper. I'm badly hurt. Could you drag me somewhere out of the rain? You're asking me for a favor, and you won't even give me your name? She blinks, then corrects herself. Would you please drag me over there? Ellie opens her arms wide, clearly expecting a heroic princess carry. I grab her by the collar and drag her under the eaves. She hisses through clenched teeth. Thank you so much. I turn to leave. She calls after me. Wait, my name is Ellie. Can I ask, what's your name? Without looking back, I give her a fake name. Drake. That's the name I go by. Before long, her teammates arrive and pick her up. I head back home. I barely reach the front door when I hear shouting inside. In the living room, Aunt Iris is trying to reason with my cousin Misty. Sweetie, listen to me. Awakening serums are extremely rare right now. We only got 2, and your dad and I had to swallow our pride and pull every string we could just to score them off the black market. This time, let your sister and Fane use them first. You're still young. Next year, when it's your turn to awaken, Mom will scrape together every last penny to buy you 2. Deal? Misty explodes. No deal. You always take the side of that orphan nephew. Fane eats our food, uses our stuff. Why should he get anything? Now even the awakening serum that decides my entire future. He wants to hog that too? No way. My hand freezes on the doorknob. Misty whips around and yells at Uncle Wade. Dad, say something fair for once. Uncle Wade coughs awkwardly. Iris, how about we just give Fane's serum to Misty? After all, Misty is our own flesh and blood. Aunt Iris snaps back. Absolutely not. Do you have any idea how important tomorrow's talent assessment is? Don't you understand? This is about Fane's entire future. Uncle Wade fires right back. Why not? Your nephew is precious. But my daughter isn't? If we hadn't been kind enough to take him in, your precious nephew would ended up on the streets, like a stray dog with nowhere to go. That's when my other cousin Sage curls her lip into a smile. Dad, strictly speaking, everything we eat, everything we use, even this house we're standing in right now, all of it comes from the inheritance Fane's parents left him. Without us, Fane could have taken that money and lived 10,000 times better than he does now. If we're really keeping score, we were the ones back then who were nearly hounded to death by debt collectors. And if I'm not mistaken, the fortune spent on these 2 serums also came from what Fane's parents left behind. Misty fires back. The money his parents left? He blew through all of it ages ago. I don't care. That serum is mine. I refuse to show up at the assessment tomorrow and get laughed at by everyone for being too broke to afford a single serum. Right then, I push the door open and walk in. Aunt Iris jolts. She forces a smile. Fane, you're back. It's pouring out there, isn't it? Go wash up, dinner's ready. Misty scoffs under her breath. Shameless parasite. I act like I didn't hear a thing and quietly take my seat at the table. Aunt Iris turns to me. Fane, tomorrow is the talent assessment. Auntie got you a serum too, you know. Misty, give him the serum. Misty clutches it tight. Why should I? It's in my hand, so it's mine. Sage steps forward and places her own serum on the table. Fane, take this. It's yours. Then she turns and walks back to her room. I head to my room too and lock the door behind me. I pull out my phone and scroll through the class group chat. Drake is bragging about how he's got 20 top-tier awakening serums lined up. The whole chat goes wild, everyone kissing up and begging for his protection. I put down my phone with a cold laugh. I look at the serum in my hand, fully aware that I have absolutely no use for it. The blood energy I absorbed from that level 4 aberrant earlier seems to be strengthening my body. So it turns out, the slaughter talent doesn't just boost my base stats, What's even more terrifying is that it can forcibly plunder other people's awakened talents. Since Grandpa told me to hide the slaughter talent, all I need to do in tomorrow's assessment is casually show off some low-ranked talent I plundered, and my real hand stays perfectly hidden. The next day, in the classroom, Miss Chen speaks up. Everyone settle down, don't be nervous, wait for my announcement over the loudspeaker, then inject your serums all at once. Oh, and one more thing. Does anyone here not have a serum? The words barely leave her mouth when Drake throws a snarky smirk my way. Hey Fane, the teacher's talking to you. I hear you're living under someone else's roof, can't even scrape together a single dime. Don't tell me you can't even afford one lousy serum? Cleo places a serum on my desk. Miss Chen, I brought an extra one for Fane. Drake's face darkens on the spot. Right then, the principal calls from the doorway. Miss Chen, could you step out for a moment? Standing right beside him is Ellie. My heart skips a beat. Oh no, the woman who got beaten down by an aberrant in a puddle last night. How did she track me down to the school? Out in the hallway, Miss Chen talks with the principal. Miss Chen, which student in your class goes by Drake? She points into the classroom. That one right there. That's Drake. A tall man's eyes flash with excitement. Ellie, take a look. Is that him? Ellie hesitates. The storm was so heavy last night. The boy was wearing a mask, and I'd lost so much blood that I was on the verge of passing out, so I never got a clear look at his face. But the height and build definitely match. The man laughs. Then it's gotta be him! Miss Chen looks puzzled. Principal, who are these two? The principal beams. Miss Chen, you've raised a true prodigy this time. These two are special envoys from the 7th Division. This is Captain Shaw, and this is Ms. Ellie. Miss Chen gasps. The 7th Division came here for Drake in person? Was he pre-selected for his talent? Shaw raises a finger to his lips. Shh. Classified. Can't say a word. Those old foxes at the 9th Division tried to poach our promising recruit by filing a request with the higher-ups to delay the announcement of the assessment results by 1 day. Too bad. For every trick there's a counter-trick. This golden goose still ended up in my hands. My stomach drops. The 7th Division specializes in handling aberrants, an extremely dangerous awakened. They're a militant outfit. My talent is beyond abnormal. It can even plunder other people's abilities. There's nothing like it in any awakened database online. Who knows what these Aegis Bureau people would do if they found out the truth? Strap me to a table and slice me open for research? No way. I absolutely cannot be exposed. I quietly borrow a pair of glasses from a classmate and put them on, then slick my bangs back. As long as my disguise is good enough, that girl from last night, who saw someone one-shot a Level 4 Aberrant, will never be able to recognize me. Back in the classroom, the chubby kid can barely contain himself. Oh my god, that's the legendary 7th Division under the Aegis Bureau. I heard that to get into the 7th Division, you need at least B-ranked talent. Only the elite of the elite. Drake pushes up his glasses. That's nothing. The real powerhouse in the Aegis Bureau is the 9th Division. Every single member in there is a monstrous genius. The bare minimum to get through the door is S rank. Still, the 7th Division is a dream unit in its own right. Behind him, Lenny's eyes light up. Drake, you've hit the jackpot. Who cares which division it is? You got picked by a special envoy, before even taking the test. That makes you the biggest deal in this whole school. Drake is completely dumbfounded. Lenny keeps gassing him up. It's gotta be your dad's connections, Drake. Your family's so powerful. You must know the top brass at the Aegis Bureau, right? Drake nods frantically. Yeah. My dad knows them, now I remember. My dad actually took some of their guys out to dinner once. See? I knew it. Lenny turns to Cleo. See that, class beauty? That's Drake's real power right there. That's called connections. Cleo shuts him down without missing a beat. Please. They just glance from the hallway. For all you know, Drake's dad committed some serious crime, and the 7th Division is here to arrest him. Hey Fane, you don't even need glasses. Why are you suddenly wearing those black frames? I take them off, no reason. Just wanted to see if glasses make me look smarter. Just then, Ms. Chen comes back in. She can't hide the excitement in her eyes. The class erupts immediately. Miss Chen, what did those people in the hallway say? Did Drake really get recruited by the 7th Division? She smiles and presses a finger to her lips. Shh, the classroom erupts. Drake, you absolute legend. Don't forget us little people when you make it big, Drake. Drake is riding high on all the hype. Don't worry, boys. Once the assessment is over, if yours truly really does get recruited by the 7th Division, I'm taking the whole class to the most exclusive club in Azure City. The full, very important person treatment. All on me. I watch all of this with a cold smirk. When the talent assessment results come out, and that prideful Captain Shaw realizes he's got the wrong guy, Drake is in for one brutal reality check. The talent assessment kicks off soon. The entire school gathers together. The 9th Division's people walk past, and the pressure rolling off them is suffocating. Someone's eyes go wide. No way, that's the legendary 9th Division. Did you see the case that girl is carrying? The 9-dragon crest? That's the ultimate symbol of the 9th Division. I watch a white-haired man walk past and think to myself, the pressure coming off that guy is terrifying. If he wanted to kill me, it would take nothing more than a thought. Just as everyone holds their breath, off to the side, Shaw flashes a bright smile straight at Drake. Lenny loses it again. Drake, did you see that? That big shot from the 7th Division just nodded at you. He's smiling at you. Drake fights to keep his cool. Keep it down, keep it down. Nothing's set in stone yet. But hey Fane, I heard that when it comes to awakening talents, sometimes bookworms actually get the worst results. There was a senior who ranked first in academics, and he ended up with an A-rank excavator talent. A total dud life skill, if you ask me. That's probably the kind of fate waiting for you. I smile faintly. That wouldn't be too bad actually. An excavator talent. Still beats awakening an A-rank bootlicker talent, right? What do you think, Drake? Drake's face goes dark instantly. Cleo pokes me from behind. Fane, where's the serum I gave you last night? Oh, I left it in the classroom. Forgot to bring it. She puffs up her cheeks in frustration. At a moment that decides your whole future, how can you be this careless? She turns to dash back when I grab her wrist. Don't bother, it's almost our turn. There's no time to run back now. Her eyes redden slightly. Why are you like this? I smile. It's fine. If it doesn't work out this time, then I just won't awaken. No big deal. Just then, Miss Chen announces, next up, Drake and Fane, please proceed to the assessment pods. Shaw can barely contain himself. Quick, get the 7th Division's recruitment contract ready. The second this kid steps out, we corner him on the spot and lock him in before anyone else can. That'll drive those 9th Division punks crazy. Meanwhile, I step into the assessment pod. Grandpa once told me, with this thing, my primordial slaughter talent can evade detection from any instrument. Plus, I didn't inject any serum, so my results are going to show nothing more than a plundered A-rank strength talent at best. On the other side, staring at the data on the screen, the girl in the monitoring room goes pale. Sir, how is this possible? Without any awakening serum, the readings are showing a double S-rank talent on the potential index. And it's not just one reading. If he'd injected a high-purity serum, every single one of his talents could have been forced up another whole tier. Breaking through to the legendary triple S rank, the white-haired man curls his lips into a wicked grin. Fane, huh? Interesting. This monster belongs to the 9th Division now. I step out of the assessment pod. By my estimate, the strength talent I put on display is A-rank at best. A talent like that might get flagged by an official organization, like the Aegis Bureau, but it absolutely, positively, would never reach the threshold to enter the 9th Division, that den of monsters. Drake swaggers out of his assessment pod. Shaw rushes forward to greet him. This sends a wave through the crowd. Holy crap, Drake is a beast! He actually got recruited early. By the window, Gideon asks, what's that moron Shaw from the 7th Division doing out there? Has he lost his mind? He just signed a student early. Did we overlook any promising talents? No, but I overheard something outside just now. Shaw was bragging about how he found an insane genius and is going to poach our recruit from right under our noses. Gideon scoffs. What an idiot. He has no idea that this time, we brought the most advanced detection equipment there is. The news of the detector upgrade hasn't leaked outside the 9th Division yet, so it's only natural he doesn't know. Gideon raises an eyebrow. What rank is the kid he swiped? C rank on his own, but pumped up with a ton of serums, barely scraping B rank. Gideon sneers. Trash. Oh, get the contract ready. Tonight the two of us are heading to Fane's house to sign him. Let's go there around dinner time, so we can score a free meal. After the assessment, Drake basks in the spotlight, surrounded by the crowd and beaming with pride. I couldn't care less. Cleo walks up to me. Fane, let's go sit over there. It's too noisy here. I need to stop by the classroom first. Then head over to class 8 to find my cousin. What for? To give her my serum. So you skipped the serum to save it for your cousin? If you didn't have enough, you could have just used the one I gave you. Fane, we've known each other since kindergarten. Whatever you need, you can always ask me. You hear me? I flash her a grin. Anything at all? She closes her eyes shyly, fully expecting a kiss. I say, can you drop to your knees and bow for me? And just like that, the romantic tension shatters into a million pieces. Flushed and fuming, she puffs her cheeks and huffs. Fane! I head to the entrance of class 8. Sage is quietly reading at her desk. I call out to her. Sage. Her eyes light up. Fane, is the assessment over? I nod and hand her the serum. This is for you. Her gaze wavers. You didn't use the serum? Forgot to. Just take it. Fane, thank you. Don't mention it. I know you skipped it just to save it for me. Come on, don't read into it. If I didn't need it, wouldn't I have given it back last night? You didn't give it back last night because you wanted to spite my dad, right? I flick her on the head. Don't talk nonsense. My classmates are watching. Back in the classroom, Drake is holding court. Everyone, listen up. Since you all saw it with your own eyes, I won't pretend anymore. I was indeed recruited by the 7th Division. My dad already promised to donate a whole building to the school as a thank you for everyone looking out for me all these years. And also, my dad's already had the butler book a spot. The day after tomorrow, I'll send the family driver to pick everyone up. Everything's on me. Cleo, you have to come too. Cleo smiles politely. Sorry. Fane and I already have plans to go to the ocean world. You all have fun. She puts on her headphones before he can respond. Drake's expression shifts. He immediately pulls out his phone and makes a call. Dad, book the entire ocean world in our city. I want to take my classmates there for a party. Before long, the whole classroom erupts in chaos. Holy crap, this is huge. Some genius just posted the assessment result in the group chat. It's spreading like wildfire. Someone wails. I'm done for. D rank? There's no hope for me. I scroll through the results but can't find my name. Then I spot Misty and Sage's scores. Sage, Talent 1, Psychic type, A rank. Talent 2, Healing type, C rank. Misty, Beast Taming talent, C rank. After that, I make my way home. The moment I open the door, the smell of a home-cooked meal hits me. Aunt Iris pokes her head out of the kitchen with a face full of smiles. Fane, you're home. Auntie, what's on the menu tonight? Chicken, duck, fish, you name it. I made all your favorites for the 3 of you, Misty grumbles. Mom, what does he have to do with any of this? My sister and I are the stars of the day, not him. You're all my precious babies. Misty rolls her eyes. Who knows if your precious nephew will turn out to be total garbage, or actually worth something? Aunt Iris shoots her a glare. What kind of thing is that to say? Bite your tongue. Fane is going to do just fine. Today is a day to celebrate. I won't have that kind of talk. Fane, go take a seat for now. Dinner will be ready in a minute, Uncle Wade announces, bursting with pride. Come here, Fane. Take a look. Check out your 2 cousins' results. I smile. They both did great. Misty rolls her eyes. Nobody asked for your opinion. Uncle Wade goes on excitedly. Fane, look at Sage's results again. A-rank talent, do you know what that means? Every major organization will be fighting over her. Other people get chosen by organizations, but Sage gets to choose which organization she wants. That's the difference. Get it? I nod along. Uncle Wade, you couldn't be more right. His expression suddenly darkens. If you hadn't taken Sage's serum, her results would have been even better. Remember this, Fane. You owe my daughter. You'll owe her for the rest of your life. Aunt Iris cuts in immediately. Wade, on a day like today, saying something that Heartless is going too far. Uncle Wade fires back. Too far? Give me a break. Let me tell you something, Fane. My daughter was generous enough to give you her serum. Otherwise she might have hit S rank. You cost my daughter a brilliant future. You owe her, plain and simple. Sage's expression hardens. She slams her hand on the table. What's wrong, Sage? Did Daddy scare you? My bad, my bad. I was just worried that Fane's results might turn out average, and the serum would have gone to waste, that's all. Sage doesn't hesitate. She drops the truth right there. Fane gave me his serum. I'm the one who owes him. This whole family owes him. Aunt Iris rushes over and grabs me, heartbreak written all over her face. Why, Fane? Are you trying to kill me with worry? That serum was yours. Why did you give it to your cousin? Auntie, it's fine. I can manage without a serum. Her eyes go red instantly. Auntie is so sorry. I'm so sorry, Fane. Misty cuts in impatiently. Mom, what are you crying about? You're ruining my good mood. Even if Fane had used that serum, he still might not have done better than my sister. Besides, your dear nephew gave the serum to Sage on his own free will. Nobody forced him, Sage snaps. Misty, do you have any conscience at all? Misty scoffs. He said it himself. He's fine without a serum, and he eats our food, uses our stuff. If anyone here should grow a conscience, it's him. The words barely leave her mouth when Sage slaps Misty across the face. Misty bursts into tears. Dad, do something about her. She's actually siding with an outsider against her own family. Uncle Wade frowns. Sage, what do you think you're doing? How can you hit Misty over an outsider? She's your own sister. Sage's voice goes ice cold. Outsider? We're the outsiders here. Don't you forget. Fane is the one who took our family in. Now apologize to him. Right now. Sage, I am your father. Apologize. If you don't, I'll turn down every single organization. Uncle Wade's voice trembles. Sage, you... In the end, he caves. Sorry, Fane. What I said was out of line. I apologize. Could you also talk some sense into Sage? Make sure she doesn't give up on joining a major organization, please. I smile and tap Sage on the head. I'm hungry, Sage. Her face flushes. Oh, okay. Let me get you some rice. She turns and heads off. Aunt Iris pulls me close, her eyes brimming with pain. Fane. I smile and pat her hand. Auntie, I'm starving. Let's eat. Okay, let me just whip up 2 more dishes and we'll eat. Right then, there's a knock at the door. Who is it? Aunt Iris hurries to answer. Standing outside is a man in a suit, arms full of gifts. This is Sage's residence, correct? And you must be Sage's mother? We're from the Tianan Guild. We came specifically to speak with Sage about joining our organization. Aunt Iris blinks in surprise. She turns and calls inside. Sage, someone's here for you. Sage looks up, confused. The man introduces himself with a smile. Hello, Sage. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Felix, from the Tianan Guild. Uncle Wade sizes him up warily. And you are? Felix flashes a practiced smile. You must be Sage's father. I'm Felix from the Tianan Guild. Uncle Wade's eyes light up. Welcome. Please sit down. You're here about our Sage, aren't you? Felix cuts right to the chase. Sage performed exceptionally well. The Tianan Guild has come here specifically to invite her to join us. As long as Sage joins us, we'll gift her a luxury penthouse in Jade Lake Estates, Azure City's most prestigious district, and assign her a private car with a chauffeur. What do you say, Sage? Before he can even finish, another knock hits the door. A woman with a commanding presence stands in the doorway. You must be Sage's mother. Pleased to meet you. I'm the Lee family's representative here in Azure City. My name is Lydia. We're here for Sage. Aunt Iris beams. Welcome, welcome. Lydia and Felix lock eyes, their gazes clashing like blades. She extends her hand. You must be Sage's father. Uncle Wade's face goes red with excitement. After all these years of being a nobody, he can finally hold his head high. He eagerly shakes her hand. Hello. Lydia walks over to Sage. Hello there, Sage. Lovely to meet you. I imagine our friend from the Tianan Guild here has already made you an offer. To show the Lee family's sincerity, whatever they're offering will double it. Felix's expression drops. Come on, Lydia. That's not very fair. Lydia chuckles. I think Sage is worth it. Uncle Wade quickly plays peacemaker. Everyone, let's sit down and talk. The door knocks again. Hello. Aegis Bureau, 4th Division, Captain Holt, 2nd Special Operations Team. Here for Sage. Aunt Iris ushers him in. Please, come in. Felix breaks into a smile. Even Captain Holt is here. Holt responds flatly. Has Sage made her choice yet? Not yet. Alright then. The 4th Division would also like to extend an invitation. You can choose now. Uncle Wade is practically trembling with excitement. Captain Holt, is it? Please, have a seat. Have a seat. Lydia speaks first. No matter how we compete among ourselves, the final decision rests entirely with Sage. Let's hear what Sage has to say. Sage thinks to herself. I'd heard that high-ranked talents get fought over by every faction. I just never imagined it would be this aggressive. She answers firmly. I'll do as my brother says. I never expected her to say that. The whole room freezes. Lydia turns to me. You're Sage's brother? Where do you want your cousin to go? Why listen to him? I'm her father. I make the decisions in this house. Can any of you also take in my younger daughter? If you don't mind me asking, what's your daughter's C-rank beast-taming talent? Holt shakes his head. Talent's too low. The 4th Division doesn't accept that level. Felix jumps in immediately. We'll take her. Lydia refuses to be outdone. We'll take her too. And our offer is double whatever the Tianan Guild puts up. Felix looks at her helplessly. Lydia, why do you keep coming at me? Lydia ignores him. Sage, the choice is yours. I'll follow Fane's lead. This girl, you're a student too? Yes. What's your name? Fane. Did you all get the results early? Can you look up his scores? The report we received only shows talents ranked C and above, but Fane's name isn't on this copy at all. So that means he's below C rank, right? Misty can't help but cover her mouth and laugh. I freeze. I didn't expect to not even make the C rank list. Sage's gaze hardens. Whichever one of you is willing to take in Fane, that's where I'll go. Felix looks like he's been struck by lightning. His face twists into a ridiculous expression. The 4th Division has high standards. We don't accept low-ranked talents. The Lee family can take him on. However, the benefits and compensation would be rather modest. After all, his talent is far too low and before she can finish, another knock echoes from the door. Another guest has arrived. Iris, quick, get the door. Aunt Iris hurries to open up. Standing there is the white-haired man, and beside him, a young woman carrying the 9-dragon crest case. You two must be here for our sage as well? Gideon lazily scans the room. Sage? Not interested. Is Fane home? The 9th Division. My heart sinks. How did these lunatics track me down to my doorstep? Did they see through my cover? Uncle Wade slams the table. Fane, you're just a student. What kind of sketchy friends have you been making? And you're bringing them to our house? The moment those words leave his mouth, the 3 people in the living room are visibly shaken. Lydia is the first to bow. Sir Gideon. Holt snaps to attention and salutes. 4th Special Operations Division, 2nd Team Captain Holt, reporting to the commander. Uncle Wade's face goes white in an instant. He forces a grin. Oh my, you're a commanding officer. Are you here on official business concerning Fane? Gideon looks at me and extends his hand. Hello, 9th Special Operations Division, Aegis Bureau. Gideon. I look at his hand. What do you want with me? 2 things. First, I'm here to invite you to join the 9th Division. Second, I'm starving. I'm here to mooch a meal. Uncle Wade's jaw drops. Join the 9th Division? What kind of organization is the 9th Division? Even someone like Fane, a total dud who can't even reach C rank? Dead silence fills the living room. Holt explains seriously. The 9th Division is the top-ranked unit in the Aegis Bureau, the strongest special operations division of them all. Their minimum requirement is S-rank talent. They only recruit monstrous talents. Uncle Wade stammers. But didn't Felix just say that Fane's name isn't even on the score report? Felix speaks up. Sir, anyone personally selected by the 9th Division has their information classified at the highest SSS rank security level within the military system. Peripheral organizations like ours don't have the clearance to access that. That's why his name isn't on our list. Uncle Wade and Misty are stunned, speechless. Aunt Iris's voice trembles with excitement. So that means Fane's talent is extremely high? Gideon says casually. Not just high, overwhelmingly high. He awakened 5 talents simultaneously, without using a single awakening serum. His highest talent is rated SS rank. Here's his live score report. The next second, a holographic panel materializes in midair. I curse under my breath. Damn it. Part of my hand just got exposed. But thankfully, the word slaughter doesn't appear anywhere on the panel. Something else bothers me even more. My parents were just ordinary researchers at a government facility. I can understand the encryption. But my grandfather, who vanished without a trace, why is he flagged at military grade classification 2? What exactly is his identity? Gideon doesn't give me time to think. He commands. Open the encrypted case. Register your iris scan. And sign it. The next second, Fawn brings out the 9-dragon crest case. Gideon adds with a grin. Then we eat. I hesitate. Once I sign, I'll be strapped to the government's top war machine. My plundered talents are bound to be exposed sooner or later. I ask point blank, do I have to join the 9th Division? Everyone in the room is shocked. Gideon smiles. Interesting. You are the first person in history to ever dare refuse the 9th Division. Maybe that's because your 9th Division hasn't been around long enough. Gideon can't help but burst out laughing. Fair point. It's only been around for 92 years. According to the rules, anyone the 9th Division selects does have the right to decline. But you don't. My chest tightens. Has he actually discovered my slaughter talent? Why not? Too noisy in here. Let's talk somewhere else. The next second, space warps violently and I'm sucked into Gideon's pocket dimension. Back in the living room, everyone stares at the spot where we vanished. Uncle Wade's eyes go wide. Where did they go? No need to look. Sir Gideon possesses a top-tier spatial talent. He's already taken Fane into a temporary pocket dimension for a private conversation. Holt can't help but marvel. Sir Gideon has grown even stronger. Surrounded by pitch-black emptiness inside the pocket dimension, I slowly open my eyes. Gideon's voice rings out. Relax. It's just you and me in here. In this space, we can talk freely about certain private matters. Fane, do you know who your grandfather really is? My grandfather? He's my grandpa, obviously. If this is how you normally talk, you're going to get yourself killed one day. Listen carefully. Your grandfather, Aldrich. His true identity traces back to the Divine Court, the organization that preceded the 9th Division. Within it, he stood as the mightiest of the 4 divine generals, a warrior whose might shook the world. Codename, Sovereign. I'm stunned. That gentle old man in my memory, that goofy grandpa who vanished without a trace, was a figure of that caliber? No wonder. When he first learned I had awakened the slaughter talent, he was shocked, sure, but he pulled himself together almost instantly, and taught me how to use the pendant to conceal it. Sovereign? Never heard of him. Of course you haven't, because in official records, his name is absolutely forbidden. Years ago your grandfather Aldrich broke away from the organization and dealt the entire Divine Court an unprecedented and devastating blow. That global upheaval only caused a minor loss to the Divine Court's power, but your grandfather, all by himself, crippled the Divine Court to its core. I clench my fists. So what, are you here today to clean house for the organization? To drag me back and put me on trial? He bursts out laughing. Arrest you? It's not that serious. After all, I'm your grandfather's biggest fanboy. Besides, what happened with your grandfather back then was an internal power struggle at the top. Someone pinned a charge of treason on him, punishable by death, but he's been fully exonerated now. The reason I insist you join the 9th Division today comes down to two things. First, the current head of the 9th Division, Old Master Yi, was your grandfather's sworn brother who shared life and death with him. Once you're in the 9th Division, the path ahead will be wide open. No one will dare touch a hair on your head. Second, both your parents were top-tier researchers. The multi-car crash that killed them was no accident. Looks like you've already guessed that. Someone was after what your parents were working on. So joining the 9th Division is about keeping you safe and giving you the resources you'll need to settle the score and uncover the truth behind their deaths. You have 3 days to think it over. This spatial beacon, whenever you've made up your mind or find yourself in danger, crush it and I'll appear instantly to save your life. I look at the bead in my hand. Are you really that strong? My combat power, measured by the current official ranking system while suppressed by these glasses, is level 11. I can't help but suck in a sharp breath. The strongest defense officer in all of Azure City is only level 6. And without the glasses? Without the glasses, then I'm very, very strong. Oh right, I've got one hell of a street name. The Street Drifter of the 9th Division. That encrypted case Fane asked you to sign earlier. Inside it is the Aegis comlink. Only official members of the 9th Division are issued one. It links you directly to your teammates and gives you access to the highest clearance classified files. One last question. If my score report shows 5 talents, why have I never felt the other ones? Because they haven't awakened yet. They're just untapped potential. Once you officially join, the 9th Division will put you through insanely brutal targeted training to activate your talents. Don't worry, I guarantee you'll enjoy it so much you'll never forget it. Any more questions? If not, let's get out there and score that meal. I'm about to pass out from hunger. With that, he snaps his fingers. The pocket dimension collapses with a thundering boom. Gideon and I reappear in the living room. Fane's aunt, bring on the food. Yours truly is starving to death over here. My aunt comes out beaming, carrying a plate of braised pork. Gideon takes a deep breath. Smells amazing, Fawn. Didn't I tell you? Our timing today was perfect. We came exactly when dinner was being served. A cold glint suddenly flashes in Gideon's eyes. He sweeps his gaze across Felix, Lydia, and Holt. Are you three staying for the free meal too? Felix and Lydia wave their hands frantically. No, no, no! You've got the wrong idea, Sir Gideon! Gideon doesn't even look up from his braised pork. You two sharks. If there's nothing else, get lost. They bow and scurry out the door. He continues. Holt, 4th Division, I know you. Have her report to the 1st Division for now. If it doesn't work out, she can transfer to your 4th Division. He looks at Sage. Any objections? I give Sage a nod. Sage answers quickly. No objections. Uncle Wade inches forward with a flattering grin. Would it be possible to get both my daughters into the 9th Division as well? Your older daughter barely misses the mark. As for your younger one, let me put it this way. The guard dogs at the 9th Division are all B rank minimum, fire-type talent. What's she going to do there? Be an extra snack for the dogs? Uncle Wade opens his mouth, but all he can manage is a bitter laugh. Gideon finishes dinner but isn't satisfied. He grabs an apple on his way out. Before leaving, he turns to me. 3 days, Fane. Don't forget to give me your answer. After he's gone, Uncle Wade flashes a fawning smile. Fane, would you like some more to drink? This is from Uncle's private collection. Only the finest. I turn him down flat, just as I head for my room. Aunt Iris suddenly smacks her own forehead. Oh, Fane, I almost forgot. A local delivery came for you this afternoon. I left it on your desk. I lock the door behind me, then tear open the package. Inside is Grandpa's phone. I hit play. A recording starts. Fane, it's Grandpa. You must remember these 2 things I'm about to tell you. First, join the 9th Division. Second, before midnight tonight, stand in front of a mirror and activate the slaughter sigil array at full power. Hold it for 30 minutes. My mind races. In the recording, Grandpa sounds like he's on the run from something. I take a deep breath and slip the phone into my pocket. Then I open the encrypted case. I take out the Aegis comlink. A screen pops up prompting me to enter the inviter's name. I scratch my head. The white-haired guy only said his name was Gideon, but I didn't catch how it was spelled. Forget the registration for now. I should hold on to that spatial beacon though. Getting a level 11 powerhouse as my bodyguard for free? How could I say no? Right then, a message from Cleo pops up. Hey Fane, I want to go to Ocean World tomorrow. Come with me please? Pretty please? I reply instantly. Sure, I'll grab the tickets. Across the city, inside the 7th Division's office, Shaw is pulling his hair out. This doesn't make sense. How the hell did this happen? Ellie, think carefully one more time. Are you sure? That Drake, who's got nothing but hot air between his ears, is the same monster you met that rainy night who one-shot a level 4 aberrant? On the score report, Drake barely scrapes B rank. Ellie hesitates across from him. I think so. The rain was so heavy that night. I really can't remember clearly. Shaw slumps face first onto the table. That's definitely not the guy. This is just someone who relied on serums to barely make B rank. A total dud. I thought I'd struck gold, and now look, I'm a laughingstock. That idiot actually rented out Azure City's biggest club, just to throw a huge party. I seriously want to take my size 42 dress shoes and give him one good hard kick in the backside. Ellie clears her throat. Shaw, forget about that idiot for now. Command just tasked the 7th Division to covertly protect someone, immediately. Shaw blinks. Cleo? Ellie's expression is dead serious. She's the only daughter of a major figure from the upper echelons. Intel shows that remnants of the Eternal Night Army have deployed a terrifying level 8 fighter to kidnap her. Level 8? That's a complete mismatch. That's why our team leader is already on his way. Tonight we stay close and shadow her without being seen. Meanwhile, I'm standing in front of my mirror. I stare hard at my own reflection, brow locked tight. What is this supposed to be? I've been standing here like an idiot, staring at this mirror for over half an hour. I'm about to turn and leave, when my reflection does something it shouldn't. My eyes go wide, cold sweat breaks out across my skin. The image in the mirror shifts in an instant. The me inside the mirror is sitting calmly on a throne. What, you can see me? Surprised? Who are you? Who am I? Over those long years, I've had many titles. Arbiter Zero, first among the 7 kings, the Slaughter King, the God Slayer, and of course there's one more name I answer to. Fane. The person in the mirror is actually me. You are me, and I am you. Don't waste your time on pointless questions. With your current laughably weak strength, your blood energy can only sustain this connection for 3 minutes. So let me cut to the chase. As the God Slayer who wields the slaughter talent, your understanding of this talent is embarrassingly shallow. Here's the truth. You can devour other people's talents through killing, and by killing enemies who share the same talent type, you can level up your existing talents. Among the talents you currently possess, all of them, except for the Radiance type talent, were obtained through killing. I'm stunned. This talent, it's a complete cheat code built purely for war and destruction. There's one more ability you have. Through the nourishment of killing, you can summon me whenever you're in danger. I can take over your body for 3 minutes. Right now, I can only unleash peak level 5 combat power. When you summon me, just activate the slaughter sigil and silently invoke the name Gaia. I will come. There is one person you must be extremely wary of. But before the words are finished, the reflection vanishes, leaving only my own dumbstruck face staring back. Who? Be wary of who? But that voice never comes again. I let out a helpless sigh. Looks like I'll have to wait until tomorrow night to try summoning again, and get some real answers. The next morning, a round of shouting jolts me awake. Uncle Wade says sheepishly, Misty, Dad was so caught up waiting in line for Fane's favorite steamed buns this morning, that I forgot to get your bubble tea. Misty explodes. Why do you buy things for Fane and not for me? Ever since Fane's results came out, look at what you've become. He's got no parents. Why do you keep spoiling him like this? Uncle Wade's expression darkens. I'm your father. How dare you talk to me like that? Misty screams. Just because you made me doesn't mean you're my real dad. Uncle Wade doesn't say another word. He raises his hand and swings. I catch his hand. Uncle Wade, is your hand okay? I'm fine. I glance over at Misty. Misty, how old are you now? Why do you keep throwing your face at your dad's hand? See? Now you've gone and made his hand all red. Misty bursts into furious tears and runs off. Sage stifles a laugh. Fane, it's a day off today. Where are you heading? Meeting up with a classmate. A message comes in from Cleo. Hey Fane, I'm already out the door, feeling great. Where should we meet up? Meanwhile, Shaw barks orders into his comm device. All units attention. Target has left the building. Destination Ocean World. Make sure she stays safe. Ellie adds, Drake is throwing a banquet for his classmates today, also at Ocean World. Before long, I meet up with Cleo. The moment she spots me, her face lights up. Been waiting long? Just got here. Then let's go. Cleo and I walk side by side down the street and arrive at the entrance to Ocean World. A dolphin leaps out of the water. It can actually speak. Well, look who showed up. Hey there, kid. Cleo tugs my arm. Let me tell you something. What makes this place special is that a lot of the animals here have awakened sentience. It's completely different from any regular aquarium out there. I blink. I look up and see an octopus playing the piano while blowing a flute. A sea turtle keeps striking ridiculous poses. There are even mermaids dancing underwater. We keep walking. I instinctively glance back over my shoulder. This place actually has an aquatic beast arena. A seahorse and an electric eel are locked in a fierce battle. 2 seals beat the drums to cheer them on. The seahorse strikes first. One move, and it takes the eel down. The crowd erupts in cheers. I almost lose it. If I hadn't seen this with my own eyes, I'd swear I'd eaten too many bad mushrooms at breakfast. Drake sidles up. What a coincidence. You're here too? Cleo frowns. Were you following me? Of course not. My dad booked out the whole place. He's letting me bring my classmates here to have fun. He glances at me. Fane, what are you doing here? I was scrolling through videos and saw this place had a turtle doing a blame-dodging performance. I was curious, so I came to check it out. Drake's face shifts. Blame dodger? Cleo can't help hiding a smile behind her hand. Lenny snaps. Fane, just who are you calling a blame dodger? I point to the sea turtle in the tank. It casually strips itself right out of its shell and the whole place explodes with laughter. A second later, it awkwardly shuffles back in. I shrug innocently. I meant that guy. Who did you think I was talking about? Is there another blame dodger around here? Drake and Lenny are left completely speechless. Drake scoffs. Fane, results come out today. Shouldn't you be home waiting for them? You've got the nerve to come out and mess around? Lenny piles on immediately. Seriously, Drake was recruited by the 7th Division ahead of schedule. His future is wide open. Drake coming out to have fun is called work-life balance. But you? By the time he's done talking, his nose is practically pointed at the ceiling. I stay completely calm. Like I said, I'm here to see the blame dodger. What are a few grades compared to a good show? Drake quietly clenches his fist. Results drop in 2 hours. I heard you didn't even use a serum yesterday. I really want to see, once those results are out, whether you'll still be in the mood for a show. Lenny follows up with a mocking laugh. Yeah, I'm afraid by then, Fane is going to become Drake's entertainment instead. Right then, screams erupt through the crowd. The electric eel unleashes a terrifying electric shock. The front row spectators are hit instantly. People shriek in terror and scatter in every direction. Then the sea turtle hurls its shell, shattering the aquarium glass in one blow. A torrent of seawater floods out. The turtle calmly slides back into its shell and coldly surveys the trapped crowd. The next second, a red light flashes in the seahorse's eyes and it turns on the humans. Shaw's eyes go wide. Good God, these Eternal Night Remnants have completely lost it. Not only did they send a level 8 fighter, they also unleashed a sacred tier artifact disguised as an entire aquarium. All of this just to grab one defenseless girl? A steady, commanding voice cuts through the chaos. Shaw, get it together. Go protect the girl. Shaw jolts. He shouts. Team leader. 7th Division team leader Colt gives a nod. You lot, guard Cleo. I'll track down their level 8 fighter. Yes, sir. The 7th Division moves out at once, fanning out through the chaos to find Cleo. I look down at the spatial beacon in my hand. If things go sideways, I'll have no choice but to summon Gideon to step in. Drake is surrounded by his bodyguards. He shouts over to Cleo. Don't be scared. Get over here. These bodyguards of mine, my dad hired them for serious money, and the head of the team is a level 3 fighter. Cleo grips my arm tight and doesn't move. He keeps shouting. Cleo, come on over. What are you hiding behind Fane for? You think Fane can actually protect you? Cleo just presses closer behind me, frowning. Drake's expression shifts. He turns to his bodyguards and orders. Don't move unless it's absolutely critical. Let them see that I'm the one they can count on. And above all, make sure Cleo is protected. Don't bother with Fane. Before he's even done talking, the seahorse's lance drives straight at Cleo. Shaw and the others race over as fast as they can. At the last possible moment, Shaw's blade barely catches the lance in time. He lets out a cold snort. Know your limits. The rest of the team forms up with Cleo behind them. Miss Cleo, we're here to protect you. My mind starts working. The 7th Division came personally to protect Cleo. What kind of background does she have? Her mother does hold a certain level of influence, sure, but that alone isn't enough to bring the 7th Division out to guard her daughter. It seems Cleo's father is exactly what the rumors say. No ordinary person. Drake pushes his way over. Captain Shaw, Ellie, are you here to protect me? Ellie responds flatly. No. Drake's smile freezes. He awkwardly pivots. So the 7th Division is on a mission here? Ellie responds with a feint. Drake's eyes light up. Can I join in? I brought bodyguards. My head bodyguard is a level 3 fighter. Shaw completely ignores him. Ellie, get them to the exit. Make sure Miss Cleo gets out safely. Ellie nods. Understood. Drake stands there baffled. Escort Miss Cleo? He asks in disbelief. Ellie leads us in a full sprint through Ocean World. A massive octopus spreads its long tentacles across the path, cutting off every route. Behind it, the jellyfish's tentacles crackle with an eerie glow. Packs of unidentified creatures swarm in with their mouths gaping wide. Shaw's expression drops. Not good. The octopus and the jellyfish. They're psychic talent fighters. Ellie, form up. Protect Miss Cleo. Ellie and her teammates raise their wrists in unison. Several energy barriers interweave into a formation, locking Cleo safely in the center. Drake eagerly pipes up. That thing is called the Aegis Comlink. It's an artifact developed in-house by the Aegis Bureau. Only official members get one. You have to complete a full year in the Bureau before you're issued one. Lenny is practically drooling with envy. Drake, I'm so jealous. A year from now and you'll have one of those amazing things. Their classmates gasp in awe. Drake shoots me a look and grins with smug satisfaction. I make a mental note. So the comlink has this capability too. Right then, the sea turtle flings its shell. The energy barrier that seemed unbreakable starts cracking inch by inch. Every face freezes. Then the barrier shudders violently, instantly blanketed in a spiderweb of cracks. And finally, it can't hold. It shatters with a thundering crash. The group falls grim, a dark sense of dread rising in every chest. The next second, the sea turtle swings its shell and drives it hard toward Cleo. At the last critical moment, a foot swings out of nowhere and kicks the shell dead on. The shell and the turtle are blasted away together. The turtle slams into the wall and goes completely still. Colt drops from the air and lands in a perfect stance. His overwhelming presence sweeps the entire room. Every eye turns to him. He commands. Get them out through the southeast corner. Ellie nods. Yes, team leader. Drake is buzzing with excitement. Is that actually the team leader? What about it, Drake? The 7th Division's top commander is the division chief. Below the chief is the team leader, then captain, then squad leader. And you need level 8 combat power just to qualify as team leader. Here in a small place like Azure City, There isn't a single level 8 fighter based here, and today I'm actually seeing one in the flesh. I can't help but think, they deployed a level 8 team leader just to protect her. Cleo's father. What kind of person is he exactly? The team leader lets out a cold laugh. Work is already annoying enough on its own, and then you go pulling dirty tricks from the shadows. Now it's really annoying. A figure steps out of the shadows with a faint smile. Well, if it isn't team leader Colt of the 7th Division. Colt scoffs. A sacred tier artifact this fine in your hands, you can't even begin to tap its potential. What a complete waste. The figure attacks without hesitation. Then let's see what you can do. Ellie shouts. Stop watching and move. We fall in behind her and run, not daring to slow down for a single second. Then a dolphin bursts out of nowhere and blocks the entire group. It glares at us. What are you looking at? Drake snaps back. What's it to you? The dolphin goes off. You little punk, who do you think you're talking to? It explodes into action at blinding speed and launches a fierce attack on Ellie. Watching this, the whole group can't help but tremble. Ellie blocks the attack. The dolphin won't let up. You crazy broad, I'll beat the hell out of you. It turns to the two seals. What the hell are you two doing? I'll keep this girl busy. You two grab the target, and we can wrap this up. The two seals charge out and drive straight at Cleo. Ellie calls out urgently. Protect Miss Cleo. The 7th Division agents rush to shield Cleo, and meet the seals' charge head-on. Drake curls his lip with what he thinks is a charming smile. Don't be scared, Cleo. I'll protect you. Nobody sees what comes next. The seals attack with their drums. Eerie sonic waves blast outward. The next second, the 7th Division agents drop one by one. The seals slowly close in on Cleo. The head bodyguard moves to intervene, but Drake yanks him back. Drake's face contorts. Why are you protecting her? Protect me! The seals are almost on top of Cleo. The dolphin bursts out laughing. I'm about to score big. At the very last second, I drive a punch straight into one seal and send it crashing to the ground. Then I spring into the air and bring a heavy fist down hard onto the other. The whole scene leaves everyone stunned. Nobody expected this kind of power from me. The dolphin howls. No way! There's a hidden powerhouse in the crowd, and this little punk is actually a student? I shrug. I grew up loving boxing, picked up a bit of martial arts along the way. Taking down two seals seems normal enough to me. Drake's jaw twitches. Normal? Are you serious? Those were seals at the peak of level 2. At those words, everyone nearby sharply inhales. Cleo takes a deep breath and breaks into a smile. Thank you. Fane. Ellie launches her attack. The dolphin rages. Oh, forget this. I'm out. With that, the dolphin flicks its tail, turns around, and swims off into the distance. The next second, a hand shoots out from an illusion beneath the water and clamps onto Cleo's ankle. She lets out a scream and is yanked violently underwater. At the critical moment, Colt arrives just in time. He draws his blade and cuts toward the enemy without a shred of mercy. A sharp scream tears through the water. Through the swirling current, a man's silhouette slowly rises to the surface. Colt's wrist flicks and a rope snaps around the man in an instant. The water illusion that blanketed the area shatters along with it. The fight dies down. Colt puts away his weapon, his expression calm. He casts a glance at Drake. Shaw, this is the person you wasted a recruitment slot on, to bring into the 7th Division? Team leader, I just misjudged the situation. But the kid does at least meet the basic standard. Wouldn't you agree? Drake's expression freezes on the spot. Colt turns to me. What's your name? Fane. Colt's gaze sharpens. A strength-type talent capable of defeating a peak level 2. That's at least A rank. Could even be S rank. Everyone's eyes go wide. Drake is crying on the inside. Whatever edge he thought he had is completely gone. Have you joined any organization? Not yet. That shouldn't be. Nobody reached out to you? They did. I just haven't agreed. Still thinking it over. Still considering. Didn't the 9th Division come looking for you? How about joining us in the 7th Division? Once you're past the trial period, I can promote you directly to squad leader. Shaw cuts in. Team leader, we've already filled our quota. Colt calmly reaches up and takes off his glasses. His expression stays completely composed as he does. I'll handle it with the division chief. So what do you say, Fane? I turn him down flat. No thanks. The hand polishing his glasses stops. Excuse me? Ellie stifles a quiet laugh. Colt smiles slightly. So you have other plans in mind? Right then, a low voice reaches us. Little one, you could always come to my side. Colt tenses. A withered old man sits astride a giant turtle. Colt lets out a cold hum. In a backwater place like Azure City, you actually deployed a level 10 fighter. You remnants of the Eternal Night Army are really willing to spend whatever it takes. Well, the Aegis Bureau sent you, a peak level 8 team leader. Didn't we need to bring adequate sincerity? Since we've already deployed this sacred tier artifact, don't even think about escaping. Damn. All communications are blocked. The level 10 fighter's gaze shifts to me. All of you will become fuel for this artifact. As for you, little one, have you given it any thought? I can see you strike without hesitation. You're a rare talent. Right now, I'm giving you two options. Either join us in 9 Nether, or I'll have to get serious with you. Drake thinks to himself. Fine, the 7th Division wants him, whatever. But now the villains want him too? Can't a person catch a break? I quietly close my fist around the spatial beacon. Is there a third option? Not many people dare to joke around with me, little one. He lets out a hearty laugh. Drake says urgently. Fane, just join him. Pretend if you have to. Find a way to get on his good side. That way he might let the rest of us walk out of here. Are you really willing to watch all these classmates die? The level 10 fighter nods approvingly. This young man has a good head on his shoulders. Smart thinking too. What's your name, little one? Without hesitating, I say, I'm Drake. The real Drake points at me, furious. If you're Drake, then what the hell am I supposed to be called? Master, his name is Fane. The level 10 fighter laughs even harder. Little Fane, I like you more and more. If you join us, I'll let all your classmates go. If you dare refuse, I'll have them all killed right here. Drake frowns. Fane, what are you standing around for? Save everyone. Colt sweeps him with a frigid look. Drake freezes on the spot. I raise an eyebrow. Old man, you're really a level 10 fighter? That's right, mid-stage level 10. You hit hard? Nobody here can beat me. That includes your 7th Division team leader. What about him? I crush the spatial beacon in my palm. Gideon steps out of a crack in space, hands in his pockets, looking completely unbothered. The level 10 fighter's face changes instantly. Gideon smiles. Hey, old man. No need to get so worked up at the sight of me. Drake frowns. Wait, how did Fane summon someone? From the 9th Division, could he be? Gideon pats me on the head. Using me as free muscle? You're the first one to ever pull that on me, kid. Colt gives a respectful nod. Sir Gideon. Gideon turns to Colt. You underestimated the enemy. Serious gaps in your intel. Nearly got 2 whole teams wiped out. Suspended for 1 month. Reflect on it. Colt dips his head. Understood. Gideon turns to the level 10 fighter. So, do you want to come over here and cry? Or should I go over there and beat you half to death? The elder grits his teeth. Fine, Gideon. I'll take you down with me. So that's a vote for me going over and beating you half to death. The elder suddenly unleashes his frost force. A bone-deep chill sweeps through the entire space in an instant. Those with weaker constitutions immediately feel it through their bones, shaking uncontrollably. Gideon flickers. In an instant, he has the elder by the throat and teleports them both to a remote corner of Ocean World. Then Gideon grabs the elder and drives him hard into the wall. The elder coughs up a mouthful of blood. Peak level 11. No wonder you're the prodigy most likely to reach the divine level in decades. He dissolves into a fit of coughing. Gideon smiles wickedly. Appreciate the compliment, but you've got it slightly wrong. It's the last 30 years. With that, he drives a merciless punch into the elder. The elder can't hold on any longer. His body slides down the wall and crumples to the ground, completely stripped of any ability to fight back. Gideon crouches down and looks over the sacred tier artifact. Nice piece. Wasted on you. I'll take it and give it to the dragon girl over at 5 Elements Palace. Good way to earn some goodwill. Thanks for this, you old shell. The fight is over. Gideon looks at me. Made up your mind? You're joining the 9th Division? I nod. Yeah, he holds out his hand. Where is it? Where's what? The Aegis comm link I gave you yesterday. I left it at home. Where exactly at home? On my desk. Why? The next second, Gideon reaches his arm through a crack in space. He pulls out an apple and takes a big bite. Then he tosses the comm link over to me. When you get home, explain things to your aunt. Tell her I took the apple. I might have given her a bit of a scare. I take a deep breath and activate the comm link. A chime sounds. Identity verified. Member, Fane. Welcome to the 9th Division, Gideon says. Now that you're in the 9th Division, someone will come to get you up to speed. Training arrangements will be handled for you as well. I'll check in on you from time to time to keep track of your progress. I look at him. Give me your contact info. Fawn will add you to the group shortly. My contact is in there. He turns back to Colt. A mistake is a mistake, and credit is credit. I'm taking this sacred tier artifact, but every bit of credit the 7th Division earned today will be reported in full. No complaints? Whatever you say, Sir Gideon. Gideon snaps his fingers. Good. Let's go. As the space collapses, every illusion dissolves. Ocean World falls quiet again. Their classmates cry out in shock. Fane, you joined the 9th Division? You joined the 9th Division, the place they call the Monster Den? The way they look at me is completely different now. Colt walks over. Earlier you said you hadn't made up your mind yet. Turns out you were weighing the 9th Division. You're the first person I've ever seen actually take time to consider a 9th Division offer. I smile faintly. Doesn't every first have to happen sometime? Lenny sidles over to Drake. Drake, didn't you say that joining the Aegis Bureau takes a year before you get one of those? How does he already have one? Colt answers. Because he was chosen by the 9th Division. Simple as that. Shaw, your newly recruited member, chose to compromise when faced with the enemy. That's a serious problem with his mindset. You need to address it. The 7th Division cannot have spineless recruits. Shaw says, understood, team leader. He turns to Drake. You'll be copying out the 7th Division's rules and regulations until you know them by heart. Shaw takes one look at Drake's pale face and can barely keep from laughing. Colt extends his hand. I'm Colt. I suppose we're colleagues now. I shake it. I'm Fane. Looking forward to working with you. Colt gives the order. Threat neutralized. Prepare to wrap up. Ellie comes over and smiles. I'm Ellie. Nice to meet you, Fane. I think to myself. She must have realized that. I'm the one who saved her that night. Nice to meet you, Captain Ellie. Just Ellie is fine. Mind if we swap contacts? I nod. Sure. We add each other on the comm link. She flashes me a smile. See you around. Cleo sidles over with a grin. Fane, thank you for today. Then why don't you drop to your knees and bow? She puffs up her cheeks. You're the worst. Just then someone holds up their phone. Results are out. Oh wow, someone didn't awaken a single talent. Fane awakened 5 talents, and he's this strong without any serum? If he'd actually used one, wouldn't every talent jump up another tier? Triple S rank strength type talent. I knew Fane was the real deal. Wait, hold on. Cleo rank 2nd overall. Triple S rank radiance type talent. Double S rank healing type talent. Holy crap. Cleo gives me a proud look. Pretty impressive, right? I laugh. Not bad. I'm impressed. Guess I underestimated you. She lightly punches me. Fane. Lenny pipes up at this point. Drake, I found your results. B rank earth type talent. Drake's face goes dark. He says nothing. I turn to Cleo. Cleo, I want to head home. She smiles, eyes curving warmly. Sure, together. We walk out side by side, the mood between us easy and warm. On the subway I ask, with talents that high, why didn't the 9th Division reach out to you? Because of my father. I have to go somewhere else. Your father is... She cuts me off. Fane. Can we not talk about this? My father's identity is... complicated. I can't tell you yet. I nod. Okay. She lets out a soft laugh. I knew you'd understand me, Fane. I get home and open the door. Uncle Wade and Aunt Iris are flailing around in a panic. What are you two putting on at this hour? Nighttime combat training? Aunt Iris looks traumatized. Fane, today a hand appeared out of thin air in the middle of the room. It grabbed an apple and vanished. I nearly had a heart attack. My face twitches. I have no words. Auntie, don't be scared. That was my trainer. He grabbed an apple to tide himself over. He was worried he might startle you, so he asked me to explain when I got back. Oh, someone from your lot. Nearly scared me to death. But still, the 9th Division is absolutely terrifying. Reaching in from who knows where just to swipe an apple. Back in my room, I open the Comlinks group chat. Oh, another new member just joined. Goes by Fane. Is that a girl? What are your measurements? What talents did you awaken? You fat idiot, are you asking about? Talents or trying to scare her off? I type out a few words and send them. Hi everyone, I go by Fane, biologically male. But I have a severe gender identity disorder. Psychologically, I identify as a fabulous girl. I'm only into pretty ladies. 3 seconds of silence in the chat. Great. Another weirdo. Does the 9th Division only recruit people with some kind of condition? The chubby one asks, Robin, are you the brother or the sister right now? A voice message comes through. I'm my brother. The chubby one sighs. Great. The split personality is getting worse again. Now there's a new brother in the mix. This isn't a den of monsters. It's clearly a psych ward. A girl's voice cuts in. Alright, let's be serious for a second. This year across all 12 regions nationwide, only 18 Triple S ranked talents emerged. And our Red Lotus district alone accounts for 3 of them. I heard that Azure City also produced a double S rank, and it's apparently an extremely rare Radiance type. Someone chimes in. I heard the same thing, and she's apparently drop-dead gorgeous too. Fane. Aren't you from Azure City? You really hit the jackpot, the girl continues. Strictly speaking, Azure City actually produced 2 double S rank results, because another student during the assessment didn't use an awakening serum. So the system only rated him at double S rank. That person is our newest member, Fane. The chubby guy gasps. Holy crap. He hit double S without a serum? His real potential is definitely top-tier triple S. What an absolute beast. Another girl wails. Oh my god, I used 3 serums just to barely make double S. Fane, why didn't you use one? Is the serum too bitter for you? I type back. I heard the 9th Division is brutal, all monsters. So I thought I'd hold back by skipping the serum and slip into somewhere lower key instead. Turns out I still couldn't keep a low profile. Gideon still dragged me here anyway. The chat explodes. I cannot take this anymore. I'll put up 500,000. Who's going to Azure City to rough him up? Add 200,000 from me. The girl speaks up in a serious tone. Alright everyone, settle down. You have 1 week off. After that, headquarters will send someone to collect you all. Fane, check your private messages. Read the rulebook carefully. There's 1 million in your account. That's your signing bonus for joining the 9th Division. Welcome aboard. I close the group chat. I take a closer look at the comlink. Turns out it's actually a 4th-tier artifact. It can communicate, transform into a high-energy laser sword, and even project a barrier. It burns through blood energy like crazy, but for someone like me, with the dual boost of slaughter and strength, and ridiculously high vitality, it's practically tailor-made. With this 4th-tier laser sword in hand, I could actually go head-to-head with a level 5. My phone screen suddenly lights up. A message from Ellie. Ellie messaging me at this hour of the night. Can't mean anything good. I reply, what's up? I wanted to thank you for saving me that night. When did you figure it out? The day I came to your classroom, I recognized you then. You clearly didn't want to be found out, so I kept quiet. The reason I'm reaching out tonight is I need a favor. I frown. We've met exactly twice. And she's already asking for a favor. How is this any different from adding someone on social media and immediately asking to borrow money? She keeps typing. Fane, are you still there? I let out a sigh. I reply flatly. I'm asleep, she sends back. I genuinely need your help. My parents were murdered. My sister disappeared years ago. I've recently picked up a lead, but the other side has a level 4 fighter. I don't trust bounty hunters. You're the only one I can turn to. If you don't believe me, you can access the Comnet and pull up the case files from back then. I open the files. They're actually there. A cold case from over a decade ago. Ellie's parents died in a mysterious car crash. Half a year later, her twin sister vanished without a trace. What makes it even more chilling is that, during that same period, hundreds of children went missing across the Azure City area. My eyes go wide. There's a buried folder here. It's the case file from my own parents' car accident. Why is there only a few lines of description and some photos? Everything else is flagged in red, locked behind encryption. Completely inaccessible. I carefully compare the case files from my parents' car accident and Ellie's parents' car accident. One detail catches my eye. Both cases feature the same eerie doll and the same vehicle. Coincidence or something deliberate? The person behind my parents' deaths may have finally slipped up and shown their hand. I finally say yes. Her expression lifts. As payment, everything we recover from the target is yours. I'll also give you a perception fruit. It'll let you fully awaken your perception talent before you head off to the talent training camp. The next day, I show up at the cafe as agreed and meet Ellie. Her expression is grave. The target has a level 4 fighter. Are you sure about this? You're sure they only have a level 4? Then there's absolutely no problem. What about the others you hired? The underground bounty hunters I brought in. None of them are exactly friendly. When we meet, don't use your real name. I go by Yo-Yo for this. You need an alias too. I'll go by Drake. You'll be my cousin. This polymer disguise mask will change your appearance. And this box, this is the perception fruit I promised you. You're giving me the reward before the mission even starts. The fact that you came at all is enough. Shaw's been suspended. My other teammates are all injured. I'm on my own for this one. She puts on her mask. I put mine on too. Then I swallow the perception fruit. Every sound, every presence, every subtle shift in the air around me sharpens instantly into perfect clarity. I let out a slow breath. So this is what it feels like to have an awakened perception talent. Not bad at all. Thank you for coming. It means a lot. Helping you is helping myself. Let's go. Time to meet your crew. Before long, we arrive at a discreet location. 3 bounty hunters are already waiting. The stocky man in front sizes me up. Yo-Yo, who's this? My younger cousin Drake. He won't be cutting into your pay. The stocky man lets out a cold grunt. Your cousin looks like a little chick who'd snap in a strong breeze. Can he actually pull his weight? Last thing we need is dead weight slowing us down. The man beside him can't help smirking. I don't bother responding. My perception talent is already S rank. The Slaughter King told me. As long as I hunt enemies who share my talent type, it can evolve without limit. These 3 pose zero threat to me. All 3 are below level 4 in combat power. Ellie steps in to smooth things over. Don't worry, he won't slow anyone down. Now that everyone's here, let's nail down the specifics of the plan. The stocky man, Baru, waves it off. What plan? The 4 of us go straight in through the front door and steamroll through. Done. Ellie shakes her head. That won't work. The villa has 7 people total, 2 level 1 fighters on the outer perimeter. If we set off any alarms, the level 4 fighter on the 3rd floor will be ready for us. Then we're in serious trouble. Black Pearl, you have a psychic talent. Work with me. You handle the 2 guards on the perimeter. Keep them occupied. I'll take them out. The purple-haired woman called Black Pearl scoffs. That's it? You want me, a peak level 2, to take out 2 level 1s, and I have to work with you on top of that? Isn't that a little insulting? Ellie continues the briefing. We play it safe. 1 wrong move and we tip them off, and we're all dead. 2 guards in the 1st floor lobby. 1 level 1, 1 level 2, 2 more on the 2nd floor. Black Pearl, you and Drake handle the 1st floor. Jin and I take the 2nd floor targets. Our real objective is on the 3rd floor, a level 4 psychic talent fighter. So while we're engaging our targets, Baru, I need you to head straight for the 3rd floor and engage the level 4. Just hold out for a bit, and we'll come up to back you. Baru frowns. The target is a level 4 psychic fighter. If Black Pearl launches a psychic attack, won't the target sense it? Ellie curls her lip. Every day at noon, the target has a massage therapist come to the house. For someone with a psychic talent, in that state of peak physical release and deep relaxation, their mental defenses are at their absolute lowest. We time the strike for exactly that window. Baru's eyes light up. Holy crap, if I kicks down the door at that exact moment, he's going to be scared half out of his mind on the spot. This is exactly my kind of job. At noon, the 4 of us crouch in the bushes along the villa's outer perimeter, watching the target through the gaps in the leaves. Ellie's gaze sharpens. There, 10 minutes from now, we move on schedule. I activate my perception talent. The entire layout of the villa floods into my mind in an instant. I give a nod. The moment arrives. Ellie gives the order without hesitation. Go! Black Pearl fires the opening shot with a psychic blast. Both guards go glassy-eyed on the spot. Ellie's silhouette flickers behind them and takes them both out in an instant. The next second, Ellie's body rapidly liquefies, flowing silently up the wall like a serpent and slipping onto the 2nd floor without a sound. Jin vaults into the air and crashes through the 2nd floor window. Baru conjures a massive dragon and rides it straight toward the 3rd floor. Black Pearl and I head inside to the 1st floor. She walks ahead with a playful smile. If you get scared, just hide behind me, little bro. The words barely leave her mouth when her eyes flash violet and her psychic attack fires. Suddenly a man drops from above, diving straight at her to kill. Black Pearl panics. She throws up a purple barrier in a hurry. but a single blow from the man shatters it instantly. She screams, "Jin, help me!" The strike is almost on her, when I move, crossing the space like a bolt of lightning. I drive a heavy kick straight into the man's face, and send him flying. Black Pearl stares in complete shock. Jin freezes where he is. He can't help muttering, "We had him all wrong, we underestimated him, this young, and he's at least a peak level 3 strength type talent. This kid, I'd bet he's from some top secret organization. A rich kid sent out to cut his teeth." At those words, Black Pearl's eyes light up. A slow, charming smile spreads across her face. Meanwhile, on the third floor, Baru manifests a giant phantom hand and drives it hard at the target. A woman beside him screams in a panic, throwing her arms around herself. The man doesn't take any chances and immediately channels his psychic power to hold it back. Ellie, hidden in the shadows, is also waiting for the right moment to strike. The man suddenly lets out a sly chuckle. He reaches into his ring and pulls out an invisibility cloak. He throws it over himself and vanishes into thin air. Jin shouts in alarm, "Watch out, he's gone invisible." I activate my perception talent. The entire room becomes clear to me in an instant. The invisible man is moving in to ambush Baru. I shout, "Baru, watch out, he's got a gun at 3 o'clock. The man fires. Baru quickly manipulates the earth element to form a barrier. That blocks the shot and absorbs most of the impact. Baru lets out a breath of relief, having barely escaped. He looks at me with pure gratitude. "Holy crap, thanks man." The man raises his gun and locks onto me. "So there's a high-rank perception talent hiding among you. I'll deal with you first." "Kid, watch out." Baru immediately raises an earth wall to shield me, but the shot passes straight through the wall. It's about to hit me. At the very last second, I throw myself out of the way. The shot barely misses. Baru roars, "Give me his position. I'll smash this bastard into the ground." My mind races. I glance at the floor beneath Baru's feet. "You idiot. You've got an earth-type talent. Can't you turn the floor into sand? If he steps on it with that fat body of his footprints will be plain as day." Holy crap, why didn't I think of that? You brainy types really do think differently. He slams both palms onto the floor. Sandstorm. The floor becomes a sea of sand in an instant. A trail of deep footprints appears, clear as anything. He bursts out laughing. "Got him." Baru snatches the invisible figure clean out of the air. But in the next second, the level 4 fighter pulls out a pitch-black fruit and swallows it whole. Baru's face drains of color. "A limit break fruit? He's lost his mind. Run. I'll give up 3 years of my life, for 10 minutes at level 5 power. None of you are leaving here, today." The man's presence surges violently. A wave of terrifying pressure crashes into Baru. Baru lets out a scream. Blood pours from his body. He collapses and doesn't get up, completely out of the fight. Ellie shouts, "Retreat!" Jin and Black Pearl leap through the window immediately. Ellie follows right behind. A beam of energy fires from his paralysis rod. "Freeze!" The moment he speaks, all three of them stop dead. Then they drop to the ground, powerless. The dust clears. The man walks toward me, face dark. "This is all because of you. If you hadn't exposed my invisibility, I never would have needed to take that life-stealing limit break fruit. Since you've cost me 3 years of my life, I'm going to peel the skin right off you and make you suffer for every one of those 3 years." He raises his dagger and drives it straight at me. At that critical moment, I activate the slaughter rune inside me. Ancient runes surface across my body. Crimson light surges wildly. The man's face goes white. What is this?" A devastating killing intent sweeps the entire room. I enter the Slaughter King form. "Mortal, look up at me. Face the judgment of your king." The man's pupils contract. He finds in horror that his legs won't move. Waves of crimson light strike him one after another. His face is filled with terror. What kind of talent is this?" Before he can finish, he collapses. I raise my hand and sweep it through the air. The dead man's blood energy turns to red light and flows entirely into me. The woman nearby fires at me. I smirk and casually tilt my head aside. The bullet grazes my cheek. Blood begins to seep out, but in the next second, it seals itself shut. The woman stares in disbelief. I don't even close the distance. I just raise my fist and throw a punch. A terrifying force erupts from afar, piercing straight through her chest. As the red light fades, the killing intent slowly drains from my body. I return to my normal self. The moment the power leaves me, my legs give out and I drop to my knees. The Slaughter King's power is even more terrifying than I expected. It almost drained every last drop of blood energy from me. When Ellie comes up here, how am I going to talk my way out of this impossible mess? On the other side, the paralysis holding Ellie and the others breaks. Ellie grits her teeth. "Fane came out here because of me, even if it costs me my life. I can't just walk away." Her body liquefies in an instant. She shoots up to the 3rd floor like a shadow. Ellie's eyes take in the wreckage covering the floor, and me, lying in the middle of it all. "Fane, are you okay?" I make myself look pale and put on a show of weakness. What happened just now? Did you kill this level 5 fighter? Didn't he paralyze me with that rod of his?" Then I felt this sudden sharp pain in my chest, and I just blacked out completely. When I came to, they were already like this. Ellie presses her hand against my chest. "Your heart is racing. The level 5 psychic force must have injured your heart meridian. Come on, I'm taking you to the hospital right now." "Then we'd better hurry," I say with a grin. "If we wait too long, this heart condition of mine might just heal up on its own." The air goes completely quiet. 3 seconds of awkward silence. I take a slow breath. "I'm fine, just need a minute. He's dead now, but the lead you were chasing is probably gone with him." Ellie shakes her head. "As long as you're alive, that's what matters. I remember you have a rare perception talent. Once it develops further, you'll be able to use your mental power to forcibly read an enemy's pre-death memories. When that happens, we'll still get what we need from him. With that, she pushes all the gear she'd scavenged over to me. Just like I promised, every last piece of loot is yours. These items will have tracking markers on them, right? I'd rather not become a walking target. Don't worry, the 9th Division gets special privileges. Just scan them with the comlink. The high-energy beams will automatically destroy any marks. My eyes light up. The 9th Division's perks are seriously something else. I pull out the comlink and sweep it over everything. A while later, Jin and Black Pearl finally show up. The two exchange a look, both completely stunned. I put on the most innocent face I can manage. Honestly, I have no idea what happened. I just passed out. I guess he must have suffered divine retribution. Jin and Black Pearl's mouths twitch at the same time. They stare at me, utterly speechless. Black Pearl looks thoughtful. A level 5 fighter who had just taken a limit break fruit dealt with this quietly without a sound? Jin says, "Stop guessing. This is definitely some rich kid sent out by a top-tier organization to train. He must have a hidden guardian stepping in from the shadows. Or he's hiding some incredibly powerful move of his own." Black Pearl smiles with a slow, alluring look. In that case, I really ought to find a chance to get to know this young master properly. Before she leaves, Black Pearl gives me a meaningful look. "Big sis could give you some hands-on training." I take her business card and casually crumple it in my palm. I smirk coldly. "Sparring with me? I doubt you'd survive a single flying knee, old lady." Back home, I open the comlink. The Aegis system is surprisingly comprehensive. A loot processing room? Perfect. Time to take stock of everything that old creep left behind. The storage ring's capacity is as big as a studio apartment. Whoa. A paralysis rod, an invisibility cloak, and over 7 million in cash. Not bad at all. Wait, what is this beat-up old notebook? I take out the worn journal and flip to the first page. The notebook records how a researcher, with the help of my grandfather, codenamed Sovereign, successfully escaped into the Divine Demon ruins with the Keelan. The person used a hex talent to place a curse. Anyone who comes to possess this notebook, if they are good and upright, they may form a spirit-beast pact with the Keelan. If they are wicked and treacherous, may they never die in peace. My hand gets pricked by something as I turn the page. What the? I'm just reading your beat-up little diary. One minute it's blessings, the next it's curses. Figures. Who the hell keeps a diary anyway? Then again, I do happen to have a beast-taming talent. If I could tame the Keelan, I'd be flying high. This journal mentions Grandpa by name. I get the feeling I'm getting pulled deeper and deeper into a web of mysteries, and somehow they all seem to connect. After a while, I stand in front of the mirror again, same as last night. I activate the slaughter sigil array and nothing happens. What exactly am I getting wrong? I've replicated almost every step from that night, but the Slaughter King simply won't appear. My phone buzzes. I check it. That idiot Drake is handing out red packets in the class group chat. Someone pops up immediately. "Drake, why aren't you asleep yet?" Drake replies, "Worried sick. You're about to report to the 7th Division. What's there to worry about? The talent training camp is coming up. My dad bought me a private jet, but I wanted a taste of normal life, so I'm driving. But I can't decide between my 7 million sports car and the 12 million supercar. No way I'm passing up free money." I claim the red packet. A message from Cleo. "Fane, you're still up?" I reply, "Yep, worried sick." "What are you worried about?" "Too many talents awakened, and they're all decent at best." I let out a long sigh. I don't know which one to train first. Worried myself right out of sleep. Someone else stirs in the comlink group. "I heard our talent training camp has a placement test." Someone replies, "Every year, our 9th Division runs a trial by fire. Peak level puppets at your level. Even a level 1 here can take on a level 2 outside. Unless your combat power is at level 4, don't expect to get through without taking a beating." A message pops up from Robin. "Tonight the entire Red Lotus district is running an elimination operation against aberrants. Did you all know about this?" "Fane, Azure City's part of this operation too. How's it looking over there?" I glance out the window. No wonder it's been so quiet tonight. The next second, a force yanks me violently into a rift in space. By the time I can even react, I'm standing on a deserted rooftop. Gideon stands there, hands in his pockets. "Good evening, Gideon. It's the middle of the night. If you want to talk, why not just come to my house? Did you really have to drag me out here? What if I'd been in the bathroom or the shower when you pulled me out? I'd have come out completely naked. I'm offering you some part-time work. Earn some combat points. You'll want them when school starts to gear up." I look down from the rooftop. So this is the elimination operation Robin was talking about in the group. "Are you running Azure City's side of this elimination operation for Red Lotus District?" He smirks slightly. "Not just Azure City. I'm the overall commander for Qingzhou Province on this operation." I can't help rolling my eyes. He continues, "Most of these aberrants are remnants of the Eternal Night Army. I'll spare you the lecture. These people want to bring back the Eternal Night. Anyone who poses a threat to ordinary people is a target for the Aegis Bureau. Simple as that. How do the combat points work? Points are the real currency. For aberrants below level 5, level 1 is 100 points. Level 2, 200, and so on up the scale. Of course, if you're loaded, you can just buy them outright. The rate is a brutal 10,000 to 1. Once a fight ends, scan the body with your comlink. A perception talent expert handles the back end. They can access fragments of the target's pre-death memories. There's no way to fake a kill. I think to myself, this thing doesn't just navigate and communicate. No wonder they call it the all-purpose comlink. It really is something. I ask, what about a shared kill? The system records it through the comlink, and automatically allocates points based on the percentage of damage each person dealt. It all sorts itself out. If you've got no more questions, then let's get started. The words barely leave his mouth when a force wraps around my body. By the time I know what's happening, I've been flung into an alley. The moment I land, both sides freeze. Dozens of pairs of eyes turn to me at once. The moment is deeply, painfully awkward. An eternal night army man is first to speak. Search the heights of heaven, search the depths below. I pause for a second. In both vast reaches I found no trace. His eyebrow goes up. Wrong code. Water churns and surges, forming a massive hand that swings at me. I flinch. A wraith talent? Aegis Bureau agent Fane slashes the water hand apart with his blade. Keep him safe. Agent Tile steps in front of me. Don't move. How did you get here? I point upward. The white-haired guy brought me. Tile blinks. He spots Gideon watching from not far away. Instructor Gideon brought you here? You're a new recruit of the 9th Division? I nod. That's right. Meanwhile, the wraith talent user summons a zombie from the pool of blood. Without a second thought, I charge forward. Tile shouts, "Get back, this is not your fight." The wraith talent user sneers. Nice physical condition. You'd make an excellent new zombie. I'm in his face in an instant. One kick to the head, and it's over. Then I flash through the rest, taking down the remaining aberrants one by one. Gideon gives a nod. Not bad. Tile stares in shock. What the hell? That's a new recruit? That explosive power. That's the kind you only see in a seasoned killer. A new recruit who's already this terrifying? I guess that's exactly what you'd expect from someone about to join the monsters. This is ridiculous. Hi there. Aegis Bureau, Qingzhou General Branch, 6th Division. I'm Fane. Good to meet you, sir. I'm Fane. New recruit, 9th Division. No, please don't call me sir. Is something wrong with that, sir? A new recruit from the 9th Division, even before officially enrolling, already holds the same rank as a squad leader from other divisions. If you call me sir, I genuinely cannot handle that. If the Bureau Chief found out, he'd have my hide. I glance at the combat points on my comlink. I ended up taking some of your points. Sorry about that. How about this, if you don't mind? For the fights ahead, you all follow my lead. You deal damage and draw aggro. I'll handle the finishing blow. We clear every point in this district. Deal? Finn's eyes light up. You're on. Great working with you, Fane. Let's start with the nearest aberrant squad. Before long, Finn and the others go all out and take down the aberrants in moments. I flicker through the chaos, and every aberrant in my path drops. When it's over, Finn and the others catch their breath, satisfied. I pull out the comlink. I can't help grinning. Watching these points climb is genuinely satisfying. Finn's gaze snaps to something in the distance. Move in. I nod. My thoughts exactly. The next second we flash to another stretch of ruins. A boy is wailing. Grandpa! Grandma, help me! A flash of red in my eyes. I shout. Everyone move! The ground beneath my feet explodes. A massive centipede bursts up from below. The giant creature lets out a shriek and lunges straight at Aegis Agent Caleb. Caleb wheels around and bolts in pure terror. A withered, eerie woman's voice drifts out. Run and I'll have you killed. The centipede's spike drives into Caleb's leg. Blood wells up instantly. The centipede slows. Riding on its back are a pair of sinister-looking elders. The old woman grins with a wicked smile. This young man with the strength talent, his talent must be exceptional. Let's drain his blood and give it to our precious grandson to drink. What a boost that would be. The old man grins right along with her. He'll give a good amount, a bowl each for you and me, and the rest all goes to our precious grandson. Finn yanks Caleb behind him. He inhales sharply. Level 4 combat power. I curse under my breath. That white-haired old fox. He obviously dropped me here to use these two twisted elders, to test what I'm really capable of. Good thing I've still got something in my storage ring. Want to test me? Not a chance. Finn presses his comlink. Calling HQ. Requesting backup. The old woman's eyes flash violet. You dare call for backup? I'll have your tongue. A strange twisting force surges toward Finn and Caleb. I frown. The curses from this hex talent or something else. The old woman laughs coldly. You ran into us and you still think you're walking away. Keep dreaming. The old man pats the centipede. Take him out. The next second, the centipede opens its mouth. Terrifying energy gathers rapidly and blasts forward. Caleb and Finn activate their comlinks simultaneously, transforming them into high-energy laser swords to deploy a barrier. The centipede's attack hits nothing. The old woman mutters under her breath. Remain behind that barrier, and watch every last one of your allies perish. Finn shouts. Caleb's psychic talent counters hex talent. Hit the old woman. A blade of psychic energy coalesces from Caleb's eyes. The old woman dissolves it without effort. She smiles darkly. Go in from under the barrier. Finn commands. Tile, seal the ground. The next second, Tile presses both hands to the ground. A thick layer of defense spreads rapidly downward. Fane, don't be scared. Backup is on the way. Finn turns around. Wait, where's Fane? I've already slipped on the invisibility cloak and moved right up to the old man. Bang. One shot to the head. The old woman unleashes another curse. May the entire bloodline of whoever refuses to remove that cloak perish. I rip off the invisibility cloak and face the old woman head on. There, I took it off. Happy now? I drive punch after punch, every single one landing square on the old woman. I scoff. Curse my whole family dead? My parents are already gone. Your pathetic curse means absolutely nothing to me. I slip the cloak back on and go all out. First I bring the giant centipede under control, then take down the entire 5-person aberrant squad. Whoa, absorbing that old man's beast-taming talent. Feels just like taking a powerful elixir. I get a massive boost instantly. I pull off the invisibility cloak. I check the combat points on my comlink. Holy crap, the points shot through the roof, blasting clean past the 3,000 mark. Backup arrives. Move! Secure the perimeter and protect the wounded. Someone raises a gun and points it straight at me. Finn waves his hands quickly. Captain Zhao, hold your fire. He's one of ours. New recruit, 9th Division. Captain Zhao stares in disbelief. You're telling me this 9th Division recruit single-handedly took out a level 4 beast-taming fighter, a level 3 hex user, and an entire 5-person squad, all on his own? Is he level 4 himself? To reach level 4 combat power at this age, even throughout the entire history of the Dragon Nation, you could barely find a handful. Not as impressive as you're making it sound. I'm only just hitting level 3 right now. Being able to take them down came down mostly to some heirloom artifacts I had on me. Level 3 is still completely insane, you know. A record like this, even within the 9th Division, would put you at the absolute top of the pack. I point at the centipede. What do we do with that thing? You killed the beast-taming fighter. By the rules, the creature is now your spoils. Kill it, keep it, whatever you decide. Gideon appears at my side out of nowhere. You've got a beast-taming talent. How about taming it as a pet? Every Aegis Bureau agent snaps to attention at once. Instructor Gideon. I look the centipede over. Too ugly. Pass. It's a level 4 mutant nether centipede. Its bloodline potential is quite high. Can I swap it for something else? Walking around with that thing would seriously ruin my look. Fair enough. If you really can't stand the sight of it, I can take you to Beast Palace and trade it for something of equal value. You just absorbed blood energy. Your beast-taming talent hasn't fully stabilized yet. Let me take you to Beast Palace first, to fully awaken your talent. Scene shift. We materialize out of thin air in a lavish room. The palace master is fast asleep, arm around a woman. Dark mist churns in the air. A black dragon coalesces and roars, charging straight at Gideon. A cold gleam flashes in Gideon's eyes. Get lost! The dragon shudders and dissolves into nothing. The palace master jolts awake. Sir Gideon, what are you doing here in the middle of the night? Gideon speaks in his usual unhurried drawl, laced with amusement. I've only heard about the palace master's gift for taming beasts. Didn't expect your skills at taming people to be just as impressive. The palace master's composure cracks instantly. A flash of embarrassment crosses his face. Sir Gideon, what exactly brings you to Beast Palace at this hour? Gideon keeps a faint smile, speaking at his leisure. Lower those weapons first. I don't appreciate people pointing their guns at me. A few minutes later, the palace master is fully dressed. Now will you tell me, what brings you here in the dead of night? I've just taken on a new recruit. He's got a beast-taming talent. I'm here to get it fully awakened at Beast Palace. You came here in the middle of the night just for that? I had other things to take care of during the day. No time to bring him then. A new recruit with a beast-taming talent that caught your eye. So that means it's at least an S-rank beast-taming talent. S-rank, yes. S-rank without a serum. The palace master's expression shifts. S-rank without a serum? That means it's actually an double S-rank beast-taming talent. Sir Gideon, would you consider giving him to Beast Palace? No. Sir Gideon, a beast-taming talent would flourish far better here at Beast Palace than anywhere else. Still no. Beast-taming isn't even his primary talent. Double S-rank beast-taming, and it's not his primary. Then what is his primary talent? Triple S-rank strength talent. The palace master turns to me. Young man, what's your name? I'm Fane. Gideon snaps his fingers. The centipede materializes out of thin air. He brought this in. Swap it for something of equal value. Of course, if you wanted to build some goodwill with him, you can offer something of a higher grade. Entirely up to you. Fine. Now what's this news you mentioned? Awaken his talent first. I'll tell you after. What I'm going to tell you is guaranteed to keep you up all night from excitement. Sir Gideon, out of everyone in the Aegis Bureau, you're my favorite person to do business with, and you're one of the few I'd call a friend. I like your straightforward nature. Gideon nods. Then let's get ready for the awakening. Right this way, I'll take you there. Gideon chuckles. Too much effort. Before the words even settle, we appear out of thin air in the middle of a dense forest. The palace master walks alongside us and can't help but marvel. Spatial talent, truly worthy of being counted among the top talents in existence. Gideon gives a lazy smile. That's my own ability. Don't go giving the talent all the credit. I've been hearing that you're due for a promotion, Sir Gideon. Is there any truth to that? They gave me 2 options. 1, go over to the church side and take the position of governor of the Red Lotus District. 2, transfer to any one of the other 8 divisions and take my pick as division chief. And which did you choose in the end? I paid a visit to the old man who signed the transfer order. After a warm and productive discussion, he graciously agreed to let me stay right where I am in the 9th division. No transfer necessary. Sir Gideon, the church offering you the Red Lotus governorship. That's a promotion. Gideon lets out a dismissive scoff. Those old frauds at the church, besides manipulating people and playing power games, they're good for nothing. The sight of them irritates me. Sir Gideon, you really shouldn't say things like that out loud. I said what I said. If they've got a problem with it, they know where to find me. Before long, we arrive at the base of the Dragonbone steps. Go as high as you can. If the pressure becomes too much to bear, stop. At whatever step you can hold, stay as long as possible. Never force it, especially the last 3 steps. Holding on at the 8th step for a while shouldn't be a problem. What does staying up there actually do? The Dragonbone aura awakens your beast-taming talent. The longer you stay, the more Dragonbone aura saturates your body. When the time comes to form a spirit beast pact with spirit beasts, or even divine beasts, What takes others 3 hours will take you 3 minutes. I step onto the Dragonbone steps, slow and steady. With each step, the pressure from the Dragonbone aura grows heavier, but to me, it barely registers. I can't help letting a smug smile creep onto my face. The Palace Master gives a nod. Looks like he's reached his limit. Double S rank beast taming talent. Even within Beast Palace, that's a rare treasure. If he grows into his full potential, as long as Beast Palace doesn't produce a triple S rank beast taming talent, that means he's a candidate to become the future Palace Master of Beast Palace. Meanwhile, my steps don't slow. I stay completely at ease. When I step onto the 9th tier, the Dragon Skull, the entire stairway erupts in violent tremors. The Palace Master cries out, "What does he think he's doing?" Even Gideon can't help frowning. The Palace Master shouts up to me, "If you can't withstand the dragon's pressure, your body could tear itself apart. If he made it up there, it proves he came prepared. Just watch quietly." But these young ones always want to show off. He might not fully understand what the 9th level means. If you're worried someone might die, on your watch, and you'll be held responsible. Relax. I'll take responsibility if anything happens, the Palace Master says awkwardly. I am genuinely worried. A talent this rare. Cold sweat beads on my forehead as I grit my teeth and endure the dragon's pressure. The Palace Master looks puzzled. Something's off. Only a triple S rank should be able to go up there. It's probably because he also has a strength talent. That's the only explanation. A strength talent's physical body is on a completely different level from an ordinary beast tamer. Gideon asks, in the history of Beast Palace, what's the longest anyone has stayed on the 9th tier? The Palace Master answers. First place belongs to the founding patriarch of Beast Palace, 40 minutes. Second place goes to the Elder Palace Master, now retired from public affairs, 32 minutes. As for third place, only 13 minutes. All three of them triggered the Grand Beast homage. I sit quietly on the 9th step, taking in every word of their conversation. From that distance he can hear us? Oh, I forgot to mention, without using a serum, he still registered S-rank perception talent. You've really hit the jackpot, haven't you? That's 11 minutes already. He's about to tie the third highest record in Beast Palace's history. The seconds tick by. I sit cross-legged, violet light swirling all around me as the Dragonbone aura continues to temper my body. The next second, the Palace Master can barely contain his excitement. His record just beat the third strongest figure in Beast Palace history. Suddenly, thunder cracks across the sky. The world shifts. An elk comes bounding over, a small monkey close behind. They stop in front of the Palace Master. The elk stares directly at Gideon. Gideon smiles. Good evening. The elk can actually speak. Sir Gideon, who is this? Gideon points at me. New recruit, 9th Division. Meanwhile, on the Dragonbone steps, I close my eyes and focus. My presence climbs steadily. The azure bird circles high overhead, its cry cutting through the air. A dragon tears through the clouds and rises into the sky. The Palace Master's voice trembles. 20 minutes. Before the words even leave his mouth, the white tiger descends, its roar echoing through the entire forest. The radiant bird descends from the heavens, blazing with brilliant light. The boar crashes through the trees, radiating raw, crushing force. Gideon gives a cheerful wave. Good evening, everyone, the boar asks. 9th Division new recruit? Gideon nods. That's right. Is his beast taming talent triple S rank? No, double S rank beast taming, but triple S rank strength. Meanwhile, I stand at the peak of the Dragonbone steps. Thunder erupts across the sky and earth. A true dragon emerges slowly from the sea of clouds. Its enormous eyes look down at me. Then the entire Dragonbone steps shakes violently. The ancient runes carved into each step light up one by one. The Palace Master can no longer contain himself. 30 minutes. He surpassed the record of the second strongest figure in Beast Palace history, he thinks to himself. If Fane truly surpasses the founding patriarch of Beast Palace, he must keep this young man at any cost. This young man. But up on the 9th step, I can feel the slaughter talent stirring more and more violently. If I hold on any longer, the slaughter talent is going to show itself. I pull back my power decisively. The violet light surrounding me slowly fades. At that exact moment, the true dragon releases a roar that shakes the heavens and the earth. Every beast bows its head. All beasts bow in reverence. The Palace Master wipes the cold sweat from his forehead. He missed the founding patriarch's record by a hair. I thought we were just doing a simple favor. I never expected it to cause such a stir. The heavens and earth responded. The Grand Beast homage. The boar lets out a low, rumbling growl. A sparrow lands in the Palace Master's palm. He bows his head respectfully. Elder Palace Master. The Elder Palace Master speaks slowly. Truly a remarkable talent. Young one of the Zhuge family. Give this boy to Beast Palace. I'll give you a 12th rank divine beast in exchange. How about it? Gideon smiles. A 12th rank divine beast. The Elder Palace Master is quite generous. So you agree? No. Then a 13th rank divine beast. You won't be losing out. This boy left in your 9th division. Your beast taming instructors simply cannot teach him what he needs. A talent this exceptional will only go to waste. Still no. The boar beside them can't hold back any longer. Elder Palace Master. Why waste words on him? Just take the boy by force. The words barely land when the white tiger unleashes a terrifying wave of pressure. The beasts of Beast Palace all brace themselves, ready to move. Gideon lets out a quiet laugh and slowly raises his eyes. In an instant, lightning crackles, and a devastating pressure sweeps through everything. His tone is completely calm, yet the weight behind it leaves no room for argument. Go ahead and try. The atmosphere snaps tight. The palace master quickly steps in to smooth things over. Sir Gideon, didn't you say you had a piece of news big enough to keep all of us up all night with excitement? The elder palace master turns. What news? Gideon smiles. I've changed my mind. That information is worth more than just a talent awakening. It should also secure him a compatible spirit beast. That's not what you told me before, Gideon. And before now, Beast Palace wasn't preparing to use force either. I think he and I deserve some emotional damages. The boar erupts. White-haired little brat. You come here to Beast Palace and pull this? Did you forget where you are? Gideon says flatly. Beast Palace can't stop me. This boy was personally chosen by Old Master Yi for training. If you insist, I'll have Old Master Yi come to your door and ask for it himself. The Elder Palace Master speaks. What is this news you mentioned? Let him choose his spirit beast first. The Elder Palace Master takes to the air. As spiritual energy surges, a towering beast mountain materializes out of thin air. He says, choose. The slaughter rune on the back of my hand suddenly flares. I sweep my gaze slowly across the entire beast mountain. My eyes settle on two wolves tucked away in a corner. One black, one white. I point. Those two, Gideon says. They're only third tier. That peak fourth tier bear over there would serve you better. The boar cuts in. Hey Whitehair, let the kid pick whatever he wants. The Elder Palace Master looks at me. You've decided? I nod. Decided. The two wolves walk up to me on their own, without the slightest resistance. I smile, satisfied. The black wolf has a speed-type talent. The white wolf, a psychic talent. I raise my hand and complete the spirit beast pact, successfully bonding with them both. The two wolves dissolve into streams of light, merging into my arm and forming a wolf totem. At this, the Elder Palace Master speaks. Gideon, I've given you everything you asked for. Now it's time for that news of yours. Gideon adjusts his glasses. Primordial One. Does anyone here still remember it? My heart jolts. Primordial One. Isn't that the very thing mentioned in that notebook? The secrets of Primordial One vanished long ago. What are you bringing it up for? That professor had 3 disciples. When he was arrested, one took poison and died, one fled abroad, and his last disciple disappeared. Recently, the one who fled abroad was extradited back. During his research into serums, he raised a divine beast. Codename, the Keelan. The people at the church were too careless. They let the Eternal Night Army remnants exploit the opening and snatch that disciple away. The boar's voice drops immediately. When? Where? Oh, that's a separate deal. Want to know? Pay up. The Elder Palace Master is visibly shaken. The Keelan. The Palace Master frowns. Keep going. 4 days ago at Tangyin Mountain, the leader of the Eternal Night Army remnants who took the professor's disciple goes by the surname Ku. The Elder Palace Master pauses. If the church still has him, that'd be difficult. But if he were in the Eternal Knight's hands, there may be a way. According to the records, the Koyin was entrusted to the disciple who disappeared. As for where that disciple is now, unknown. But the power of Primordial One, I don't need to spell that out for anyone here, the boar says. Whether we know the location or not, whoever has it, we go in and take it. Simple. The Elder Palace Master nods. Young one of the Zhuge family, this information is indeed valuable. We'll be leaving now. Hold on. Is there something else, Elder Palace Master? The Elder Palace Master summons a massive bear wreathed in dark crimson flames. He looks at me. Fane, was it? This explosive flame bear? Consider it a gift from me. Gideon speaks plainly. Name your condition. In the days ahead, if you ever come across a disciple of Beast Palace in danger, lend a hand if you can. Gideon gives me a sideways look. Say thank you. I bow immediately. Thank you. The Palace Master adds. Come visit Beast Palace whenever you have time. Feel free to come to me with anything you don't understand. I nod. Will do. Gideon snaps his fingers. Let's go. The next second we're gone. The boar mutters. We're really just going to watch him walk off with a talent that exceptional? The radiant bird cuts in. Even if we could seriously wound him, Beast Palace cannot withstand the combined wrath of the Zhuge family and the 9th Division. And the matter of the Keelan? The Elder Palace Master speaks. Go to Tangyin Mountain. Investigate. We must take that disciple back from the Eternal Night. Primordial One. We will have it. Meanwhile, we're back in my room. I've turned in the centipede and traded it for combat points. As he says this, Gideon helps himself to my chips. The bear is sealed inside this spatial orb. When you're strong enough, crush it, and the bear will come out. I look at the orb in my hand, thinking about the spatial beacon he gave me before. If I crush one of these, will you show up in front of me? You really love mooching off me, don't you, kid? As long as there's a precise location and spatial coordinates, I can teleport right to the spot. I laugh. Good to know. I've got things to take care of. I'm heading out. This elimination operation will run for 2 weeks. Rest up during the day. I'll come get you at 1 in the morning. With that, he vanishes. I hop out the window, land on the grass, and take a moment to feel the changes inside me. I raise my hand and summon the 2 wolves, one black, one white. A mysterious resonance rises from the depths of my bloodline. I freeze. Something is different. This feeling, its resonance. My talent has rewritten them. I can't help bursting out laughing. The slaughter talent can even do this? Their combat power has jumped up by more than just a notch. Perfect timing for tomorrow's fight. I sweep my hand and recall both wolves back into the wolf totem on my arm. Back in my room, I open the comm link, planning to convert all the loot I don't need into combat points. I suddenly freeze. Those ridiculous red underpants are actually a curse-resistant 7th tier artifact, and a 6th tier headband with psychic defense. That one's at least normal. Tonight was a massive haul. Now I just wait for tomorrow's fight. The next morning, my phone rings. Cleo's voice comes through the other end. Fane, I'm leaving Azure City tomorrow, going back to my father's place. Can you spend the day with me today, please? Where? Tagging along is fine, but nothing that requires physical effort. The air goes quiet. Then it hits me what that sounded like. I feel my face flush. Let's sit by the river first, then come with me to the old streets of Fengming. There's an old fortune teller there who's supposed to be incredibly accurate. I want to get a reading. Sure. Then get ready and come straight to my place. Once I'm done with my makeup, we'll head out. I smirk. No problem. See you in 2 hours. She puffs up. Fane, I'm going to hit you. Meanwhile, Misty is clinging to Uncle Wade. Dad, just give me the storage ring. If I wear it out, my classmates will be so jealous. Aunt Iris frowns. Misty, that's just vanity talking. It's not a good look. Mom, how is this vanity? It's not like I'm not paying for it. Dad, please, just give it to me. Uncle Wade shakes his head. No, this one is for your brother. He sees me coming downstairs and rushes over. Heading out, Fane? I got you a storage ring. The space is a bit small, but it's handy to have. Misty, give the ring here. Misty grips the ring and refuses to let go. I chuckle softly. I'm good. I walk straight out the door. In the hallway, Sage asks. Heading out, Fane? Hey, Sage, I've got something for you. This is a storage ring. Where did you get this? But if you give it to me, what will you use? I got it on a mission with the white-haired guy. Don't worry, I've got more. She smiles sweetly. Thanks, Fane. I give her a gentle tap on the head. Go on, get back inside. In the living room, Uncle Wade mutters quietly. Is that kid still holding a grudge? Aunt Iris shoots him a look. After the way you treated him, I'd be surprised if he didn't. That boy takes after his parents. When he says no, he means it. But that ring costs good money. Why don't you go give it to Fane? He'll listen to you. Misty slips the ring on. He doesn't want it. I do. A moment later, Sage walks in. Uncle Wade asks quickly. Sage, did you run into Fane just now? How was his mood? I did. He seemed fine. Uncle Wade lets out a breath. Good. Sage, Dad's got a storage ring for you. Misty, give the ring to your sister. Misty's face drops. No way. It's on my finger. It's mine. What is wrong with you? I'm not giving it up, Sage says. I don't need it. Misty snickers. Even if you wanted it, too bad. It's mine now. Then Aunt Iris notices the ring on Sage's hand. Sage, where did that ring on your hand come from? Uncle Wade leans in. That looks like a storage ring too. Where'd you get it? Fane gave it to me just now, downstairs. Both Aunt Iris and Uncle Wade's eyes go wide. Fane gave it to you? Then what does he use? He said he has more. He got it on a mission, with Sir Gideon from the 9th Division. Joining the 9th Division really is a different world. How big is the space inside yours? About the size of a room. Misty watches all of this, tears streaming down her face in fury. I arrive at Cleo's house. Her voice calls down from upstairs. Fane, come in, just give me a second, I'm almost done with my makeup. The door opens. A golden-haired man in a dark suit steps out. His gaze sweeps over me, ice cold. So you're Fane. If you're planning to hit me, I can go by Drake instead. His expression darkens. A terrifying pressure erupts from his body. Lowly aunt, I will make you pay for every word that just left your mouth. And when you speak to my lady, mind your place. I scoff. My place? I don't take crap from lapdogs like you. One punch, and he hits the ground. Level 8, and this is all your body can take? Next time you want to teach me manners, try bracing yourself first. A poodle might look fancy and high and mighty, but it's still just a dog at the end of the day. The master's affairs are none of the dog's business. I walk into the living room without looking back, and head toward Cleo's room. Cleo spots me and beams. Fane, just one more second, let me just put my hair up. Fane, do I look any different from usual today? Without looking up from her manga, I answer. You washed your hair today? Fane, how are you always this insufferable? Triple S rank punch me talent. Born with it, can't help it. She leans in close, eyes wide open. Look at my eyes. See anything different? I stare into her eyes for 3 seconds. How am I this good looking? She jabs me. I told you to look at me, not at your own reflection. I lean in closer. Looks the same as always to me. She huffs. You didn't notice my pupils are slightly golden now? Maybe a little. Colored contacts? No. It's because my Radiance type talent awakened. So that's what happens when a Radiance talent awakens. Wait, is that poodle downstairs also Radiance type? Cleo chuckles, pinching my cheek. You're either dead silent, or opening your mouth just to piss people off. That poodle, Nox. He also has a Radiance type talent. Fane, you've got Radiance type 2, right? And you didn't use a serum, so yours is actually S-rank Radiance. Yours hasn't awakened yet, has it? She holds out a goddess of light statuette. This can help you awaken your Radiance. Every extra talent you awaken is another way to stay alive. My eyes go wide. It's heavy. I can't tell what it's made of. The energy sealed inside is absolutely staggering. Cleo continues. Hold it under sunlight or moonlight, and focus your mind on it. It'll speed up the awakening. If you give this to me, what will you use? Are you dumb? I've already awakened. I don't need it anymore. Normal people can only awaken one form, but you're S-rank, so you'll definitely unlock both the solar and lunar forms. Anyway, practice when you get home. Today, you're here to spend time with me. Nox steps in front of us. My lady, you are of noble standing. Cleo cuts him off coldly. Nox, I leave Azure City tomorrow. My friend is giving me his entire day, so please don't say anything out of line, and do not disturb us. Fane, let's go. Nox's face darkens, his fists clench, but all he can manage is a reluctant, yes, my lady, by the river. The sun is warm. Cleo's expression turns wistful. Fane, we grew up together. I never thought we'd have to split up over our futures. It still feels strange. They say all good things must come to an end, but they also say the world is small enough that paths always cross again. Fane, what should I do if I miss you? Face toward Azure City and give me a kowtow. I'll feel it. Cleo's eyes blaze. Fane, I'm going to hit you. I suddenly pull out a black headband. Here, this is for you. She frowns. That's hideous. No way. This is a 6th tier artifact that blocks psychic attacks. Still no. It's ugly, ugly, ugly. Then she spots the ring tucked into the headband. Hey Fane, you have a storage ring? Yep. Want one? I'll give you one. Sure, but if you give it to me, what do you use? I've got 2. Fane, you've seriously come up in the world. 2 whole storage rings. Had 3, actually. Gave one to my cousin. Cleo's eyes are sparkling. Fane, you're amazing. I'm sticking with you from now on. Let me ride your coattails, please. I push her away. Get out of here. Cleo lets out a goofy giggle and points into the distance. Come on, let's head to Fengming. A while later, Cleo and I are wandering through the ancient streets of Fengming. She points to a small fortune-telling shop. This should be the place. I heard there's an old woman here, whose readings are incredibly accurate. Cleo pushes the door open. Inside is a rustic fortune-telling room, thick with a sense of mystery. Hello? Is anyone here? An old woman steps in. Looking for a reading, dear? Cleo nods. Yes. Sit. Place your hand on the crystal ball. Focus your mind on whatever it is you'd like to know. Cleo rests her hand on the crystal ball. It erupts in a blinding white light. Sitting off to the side, I sense a wave of spiritual energy. This old fortune teller is a master of the perception talent. She speaks slowly. Child, your future is bright. Even if darkness appears, it will only be brief. Thank you. How much do I owe you? The old woman smiles. I go by what feels right. 1 coin is fine. 10,000 is fine. Nothing at all is also fine. Her eyes suddenly turn to me. Young man, let me read yours as well. I've got nothing that needs reading. The old woman ignores my refusal. Her voice drops low, almost otherworldly. Distant bells toll the horn of war. A circling hawk surveys the earth below. The ancient king descends. Slaughter. The final chapter of a false golden age. I go rigid. Words like these, anyone else might dismiss them as a fortune teller's trick. But she is absolutely not making this up. Only Grandpa and I know about the slaughter talent. How does she know? I move to the seat across from her and slowly sit down. What would you like to ask, child? What did those words just now mean? She chuckles softly. They don't mean a thing. I'm a blind woman. Blind women talk nonsense. Now give me your hand. I hesitate but place my hand on the ball. The old woman's expression shifts. Cleo asks, what's wrong? She turns to Cleo. Dear, step outside for a moment. I need to speak with him alone. Cleo gets up and walks out. The old woman looks at me. Close your eyes, child. I close them. In the darkness, a crimson vision crashes into my mind. It's the same thing I saw in the mirror. The slaughter throne. The old woman's voice echoes. The ring of slaughter pierces the mortal realm. The blade of hypocrisy offers up the heart. The vision dissolves. My eyes snap open. I'm gasping for air. The old woman continues. Eternal night descends. You will walk toward the throne. I can't take any more. I collapse forward onto the table. The old woman calmly pats me on the back. I lift my head. What was that just now? She gives a mysterious smile. If you see the future, then you've seen the future. I'm not smart enough to understand. Please, just tell me plainly. Child, I am someone who was cursed long ago. There are things I cannot say, but I can give you a warning. You must be wary of someone. My eyes go wide. Who? I just told you. There are things I cannot say, but I can give you a clue. That person stands in the light. A blurred figure flickers through my mind. Is it her? The person you saw. Was it her? I couldn't see clearly. Then we don't know. It's time for you to go. That girl of yours was supposed to leave Azure City today. She pushed it back a whole day for you. I want to say more. She cuts me off. I'm a blind woman. A blind woman talks nonsense. Nobody takes it seriously. Can all perception talent masters see these things about me? In the entire Dragon Nation, only 3 people can see it. One is me. One is that fate reader of the Dragon Nation. And there is a third person. You will meet them. All that has passed is but a prologue. All that lies ahead is within sight. If fate allows, child, we will meet again. I wave to her. Take care. Stepping out of the shop, I take a deep breath. A top-tier perception master, with an extremely frail body. Factor in the curse she mentioned, and it all makes sense. Cleo walks up. Fane, what did the old woman keep you behind for? What did she tell you? She asked me whether sweet or savory is the right way to eat tofu pudding. 3 seconds of silence. Cleo huffs. Keeping secrets from me. The old woman also said you were supposed to leave today. Cleo gasps. She even knew that? I ask. Her readings are that accurate, so why does she get so few visitors? Because she only does readings when she feels like it. She only shows up when the mood strikes her. From behind, Nox steps up and interjects. My lady, if you're looking for fortune readings, the Dragon Nation's fate reader happens to be an old friend of the master. You could go to him. Cleo's tone turns icy. Please don't interrupt when we're talking. And please keep your distance from us. Miss Cleo, I'm here to ensure your safety. Cleo frowns. Azure City is perfectly safe right now, isn't it? Miss Cleo, after the attack on you last time, Master was furious. He personally pushed for the launch of the elimination operation. But just because the odds are good, doesn't mean we can let our guard down. That's why I'm here. Cleo cuts him off. Stop talking. I stand there listening, and my brain buzzes. You've got to be kidding me. The elimination operation in Azure City was launched by Cleo's father. Cleo catches my stare. Fane, why are you looking at me like that? My eyes light up. Cleo, I'm done grinding. Please keep me. Cleo laughs. Deal. From now on, just stand behind me. I'll be your safety net, your most reliable backup. Before we knew it, the whole evening had slipped by. After saying goodbye to Cleo, I opened the old phone Grandpa left in my drawer. He actually sent a new message. During the talent training camp midterm, you must go to Divine Demon Ruins number 9. Do not forget. Delete after reading. Do not contact me. Wait for my message. I frown. Divine Demon Ruins number 9. The Keelan. The researcher wrote about it in the journal. Grandpa helped them back then. I try to trace where the message was sent from. Nothing. I fall back onto the bed and let out a long breath. Forget it. No point overthinking. I'll find out when I get there. Just then, Aunt Iris knocks on my door. Fane, still up? Not yet, Auntie. Can I come in? Go ahead. Aunt Iris pushes the door open. Why are you fully dressed? Are you heading out? Got a task coming up in a bit? Aunt Iris is confused. A task? What kind of task? A spatial rift tears open. A hand reaches through, grabs me with practiced ease, and drags me in. I have no words. No matter how much I struggle, I get pulled right through. Aunt Iris's eyes go wide. Good heavens. These awakened people are absolutely unbelievable. Meanwhile, Gideon wipes his hand on my jacket with a look of mild disgust. I can't help rolling my eyes. The next second, Gideon pulls out a white orb of light. It rises slowly into the air, and blazing white light blankets the entire city in an instant. He lets out a lazy yawn. Move out. Only then do I realize his glasses are actually an artifact too. I look around. This isn't Azure City. A backwater like Azure City. The Eternal Night Remnants wouldn't bother focusing their forces there. Any other questions? Can I operate solo? Sure. The moment I touch down, headband, gun, red underwear, I gear up piece by piece and I'm fully loaded in seconds. Gideon watches, the corner of his mouth twitching slightly. I throw on the invisibility cloak and vanish on the spot. I glance down at the comm link, confirm the positions of nearby Eternal Night Remnants, and wave my hand. The two wolves, one black, one white, appear silently and pounce on the Eternal Night fighters. The blood energy from the bodies transforms into streams of red light, flowing entirely into the wolves. I can't help smiling. Then I strip their gear with practiced hands, not leaving a single piece behind. I keep pushing forward, cutting through everything in my path. Nothing like going solo. These combat points just keep piling up. This is too good. After a long stretch, Gideon teleports me home. He grins. Spatial Express, door-to-door delivery, a 5-star review would be appreciated. I fire back. Thanks. Next time, treat me like fragile cargo and go easy on the throwing. After Gideon leaves, I spread the collected gear across my entire bed. One look at my skyrocketing combat points, and I can barely keep the grin off my face. Then I take the Goddess of Light statuette in hand and stand beneath the moonlight. The statuette begins to glow faintly, absorbing the lunar essence emanating from the moon god. The next second, the bright full moon slowly turns into a blood moon. In the darkness, the towering slaughter throne materializes. The moon god approaches the throne and slowly bows. The next day, I hold the statuette again, standing under the blazing sun. This time, a different figure steps out of the golden blaze. The brilliant sun darkens bit by bit, turning black. The slaughter throne materializes once more. The sun god likewise bows before it. The next moment, both gods kneel together, and the figure seated on the throne is me. I open my eyes in disbelief and stare at the glowing slaughter rune on the back of my hand. The slaughter talent is even more broken than I thought. Other kings exist beyond the slaughter king. Particles of radiant energy gather into my body. I know. The Radiance-type talent has awakened. A few minutes later I frown. Why haven't my pupils changed at all? A Radiance-type awakening is supposed to reveal the Sun God or the Moon God, but even S-rank can only see an 8-winged deity. I saw a 12-winged deity. It seems the Slaughter talent has forced my ceiling to the absolute maximum. I try searching for information on the Radiance-type talent, but the system flat-out denies access. Even the most basic data is completely locked down. The church has a total monopoly. I let out a cold scoff. These religious frauds really don't hold back. The church emblem is identical to the badge on Nox's chest. So Cleo's father is part of the church. Anyone who awakens a Radiance-type talent, regardless of rank, is taken away by the church. I let out a cold laugh. If I hadn't stumbled into the 9th division by sheer luck, I'd probably have been taken too. Inside the Temple of Light, the Pope gazes up at a massive sphere hovering in midair. The sphere darkens inch by inch, as though consumed by an eclipse. Golden light erupts from the Pope's eyes. The temple shakes violently. A figure rushes in from outside. Your Holiness, this is... The Pope murmurs. The great eclipse. Black and white reversed. The 7 kings reunite. Judgment descends. The figure behind him shudders. The war of the gods only just ended. How do we stop the 7 kings? Infiltrate the Eternal Night Army. Seize them before the summoning. Either enslave them, or destroy them. Those who obey will thrive. Those who resist will perish. Evening comes. I stand in front of the mirror again. As usual, nothing happens. I go back to bed and wait. A hand appears out of thin air, grabs me and pulls me away. Mid-air. I look down and realize we've moved to yet another city. Gideon tosses the orb artifact upward. A protective dome locks down over the entire city. He looks at me. Anything you need to ask? Can you find me some radiance-type skills? Or cultivation techniques? Anything like that? You awakened your radiance talent? I nod. Yeah. Radiance-type techniques and skills, huh? That's not easy to come by. Other talent skills are all over the Comlink database, but Radiance is completely monopolized by those old bastards at the church. On top of that, the church leader's nephew recently had his legs broken by yours truly. But since you're asking, I'll figure something out. I'll have them for you after the term starts. Anything else? One snap of his fingers, and I'm on the battlefield. Before the first aberrant can even react, I kick it apart. Then I become a blur, streaking through the aberrants at blinding speed. Blood sprays. Screams erupt. By the time I stop, every aberrant in the area is down. A slight curl of my lip, and I vanish. Before long, the remaining aberrants across the other battlefields are cleared out one by one. Someone cries out, "They got wiped again." I heard it's a 9th Division rookie wearing an invisibility cloak. Absolutely ruthless. That's level 3 power minimum. I leap down from a rooftop, scanning the area for any stragglers. Tonight's haul is noticeably smaller than the last 2 nights. My card suddenly flashes. Dear Fane, greetings. Congratulations on your promotion to 2-star member. I fight through the entire night and into daylight, cloak the whole time. Then I run into a wind-type awakened, 1 gust, and the invisibility cloak gets blown clean off, exposing the red underwear underneath. And this awkward scene just happens to get caught on camera by the Aegis Bureau. Back home, someone drops a message in the training camp group. Did you guys hear? The 9th Division just got a total beast this year. Level 3 combat power before even starting classes. Someone replies, "Who is it? That's insane." No idea. Identity's been hidden, but there's a photo of his back going around. Everyone's calling him the Red Underwear Warrior. Someone replies, "Definitely a guy judging by the photo." I cringe so hard I go numb. Someone asks me, "Fane, is this Red Underwear Warrior you?" I type back immediately, "How could it be me? In all of Azure City, or even the entire Red Lotus district, there's no way anyone is that extra." The next morning, the moment I step out of my room, I find Aunt Iris packing things up. "Fane, you and your cousin, keep in touch once you're there. Look out for each other." "Will do, Auntie." Aunt Iris keeps stuffing the suitcase until it's overflowing. Uncle Wade tries to console her. "They're just going to school. What's there to cry about? I heard they get a break at midterm. They'll be back." Aunt Iris pats Sage and me on the head, her eyes full of reluctance to let go. Sage and I take the same flight to Cloud City, then hop straight on the shuttle bus to Aegis Academy. The bus is packed with noisy new recruits. I drape a travel guide over my face. Sage pulls out her earbuds and tucks them into my ears. She gives me a sweet smile. I smile back. Nobody reads me like she does. Then a girl's shrill voice pipes up. "Honestly, I was just off my game that day. That's the only reason I barely scraped an A rank. Otherwise, I'd totally be in the 9th Division." "Huh, there isn't a single 9th Division person on this bus." She turns to Sage. "What's your name?" "Which division?" "Sage, 1st Division." "1st Division, that's pretty solid." "Hey, you there. Name? Which division?" "Drake, 7th Division." She gives a smug grin. "Oh, 7th. Not quite our 6th Division's level, but it's decent enough." I grab the travel guide and cover my face again to catch some sleep. Heidi sees this and clicks her tongue. "Playing it cool, huh? Don't be surprised if I end up outranking you after graduation." A few hours later, we arrive at Aegis Academy. 9 Division signboards stand at the entrance. Heidi's eyes sparkle. "Whoa, the seniors here are all so hot and aloof." I look toward the 9th Division booth. Fawn is sitting at the registration desk. Sage waves at me. "Fane, I'm heading over to register." "All right, come find me if you need anything." Heidi glances at me. "Your cousin's in the 1st Division. That's way better than whatever division you're in, isn't it, Drake? Your 7th Division booth is over there, right next to ours, the 6th. Looks like we're going the same way." Finn walks over. Heidi lights up immediately. "Hi there, senior. I'm Heidi, new recruit, 6th Division." Finn points at the 6th Division desk. "Register over there." "Yes, sir." Heidi is about to leave when she sees Finn suddenly snap to attention and salute me. I return the salute. Finn grins. "Your 9th Division booth is over that way." I nod. "I'll head over then." Heidi stands frozen, looking at my back, then at Finn. He's in the 9th Division?" I cut through the crowd and reach the 9th Division registration point. I wake up the dozing Fawn. "Hey, Fawn." Fawn lifts her head and grins. "Fane, you made it. Look at the camera and register. Welcome aboard." "Fane?" a voice calls out. A chubby guy extends his hand. "I'm Milo." I recognize him from the group chat and quickly shake his hand. "Hey." He pulls the person beside him closer. "Fane, guess who this is?" I think for a second. "BB, right?" The girl's cheeks flush. She punches Milo in the gut, then turns to me with an embarrassed smile. "Fane, I'm Victor." I stare in disbelief. "You're a girl? And they named you Victor? That's a lot to live up to." She scratches her head sheepishly. "My brother's Magnus." That leaves me speechless. "Where are the others?" "The other 3 went to set up their dorms. The 2 of us waited here, for you. And also to do a bit of staking out." He snickers. "Staking out what? Aren't you curious who the Red Underwear Warrior is?" "Not that nosy. Besides, even if they showed up, they're not going to wear the underwear on the outside, are they?" "Well, actually, after a thorough analysis, we've confirmed who the Red Underwear Warrior is. Bryce from Squad 6. He's ranked 1st in overall scores. He took part in the elimination operation, and when someone asked him about it, he didn't deny it. Just 5 minutes ago, he showed up to register dressed all flashy." I laughed to myself. Since someone's willing to carry that embarrassing title, be my guest. Milo continues. Fane, don't forget to take your card and pay over there. Our 9th Division dorms are all singles. Let Cobalt show you around. Victor drives another fist into his gut. Milo laughs and wanders off. I'll go book us a private room at the dining hall. Let's get the 6 of us together for a meal. Victor stamps her foot. Get lost, fatso. You're the one who looks like a lump of coal. Your whole family's a bunch of coal balls. I ask. You two know each other? Our families go way back, so I've known that big idiot since we were kids. At the payment hall, I run into Drake again. He announces grandly. Nobody fight me on this. We're all 7th Division here. First time meeting everyone. So all of the 7th Division's tuition and fees, I'm covering everything. Consider it a welcome gift. His classmates all chime in. Wow, what a boss. Victor shakes her head. Some rich kid with more money than sense. Now that's some serious cash. The moment I step up to the 9th Division window, every recruit in the hall stares. Drake spots me and his lips curl up slightly. He waves me over. Fane. The people around him all turn. Drake, you actually know someone in the 9th Division? Know him? Of course I do. We were classmates, best buddies. The 7th Division recruits let out a collective gasp. Drake walks over to me waving his card. Fane, let me cover your tuition. Are we close? We're from the same town, same class. It makes total sense for me to pay. After your parents passed, the inheritance can't have been much. Ma'am, I'll be paying his fees. Fane, your family's struggling. Let me help you out. It's no big deal. Without a word, I place my card on the scanner. A chime. 2 combat points deducted. Payment confirmed. Account balance 16,326 combat points. Drake freezes on the spot. That's the equivalent of 160 million in cash. The crowd erupts. 5-figure combat points? Which tycoon's son just wandered in here? Drake sputters. Where did you get that many points? Picked up some part-time work before the term started. Earned a little pocket money. And one more thing. If you want to show off in public, that's your business. But remember, don't step on other people to make yourself look good. It's pathetic. In the dorm hallway, Victor asks. Fane, seriously, where'd all those points come from? Just grinding small fry. Fane, I'm right next door to you. Milo's next to me. Across from you, left to right, it's BB, Robin, and Max. Right on cue, a young man with soft, almost delicate features walks in from across the hall. He extends a hand. Nice to meet you, Fane. I'm Renee. Victor leans in and whispers, that guy's got split personalities. Right now it's the sister, goes by Renee. There's also a younger brother named Rowan, and an older brother named Ronan. Each personality has its own talent. My brain short circuits. I push down the shock and shake hands. Nice to meet you. Another voice rings out. Fane's here! A massive, towering figure ducks through the door, head nearly brushing the ceiling. He smiles warmly. Fane, I'm Max. Victor asks. Where's BB? A soft, sweet voice calls from the doorway. I'm right here. I look up. A girl stands in the doorway looking adorably clueless. Fane, this is BB. Victor introduces her. I wave. Hey. BB munches away on chips, completely spaced out. A moment later, she finally snaps back. She smiles. Hi. Victor checks her phone. The big idiot sent his location. Let's go eat. Inside the restaurant's private room, Milo gossips. I just saw the underwear warrior, Bryce. He was right over there. A guy in a loud patterned shirt surrounded by a crowd, clearly soaking up the attention. I grin to myself. If you want the title, it's all yours. Milo goes on eagerly. I just heard that. The underwear warrior is late stage level 3. This afternoon's entrance assessment, he's the most likely to clear it without a scratch. Victor sighs. It's past noon. The assessment starts at 3. I heard they bumped the difficulty again this year. Rough, Robin adds. Apparently some seniors in previous years got seriously injured. Max speaks up. I brought medicine. I'll hand some out before the test. I pull out my comlink. A message from Gideon pops up. I stand up. Gideon wants me at the gym to move some equipment. You guys eat first. Victor nods. Sure thing, Fane. If you can't make it back, we'll save you some. Thanks. After I leave, Robin says, I heard the top 3 fastest times on the assessment. Get a combat points bonus. Victor says, BB's at level 3. She'll probably have the easiest time out of all of us. But BB blinks. I can't beat Fane though. Every face at the table shifts. By the gymnasium, over a dozen trucks packed with training equipment line the road. I stare in disbelief. This is what you meant by a little moving. Gideon slurps a mouthful of noodles and drapes his elbow on my shoulder. Why? Not enough for you? I have the entrance assessment this afternoon, you know. All the equipment on these trucks is for the training facilities across campus. I've already talked to the teacher in charge here. Move everything to where it needs to go, and I'll get you an administrator. Pass. Full access to the training rooms, anytime you want. How's that sound? A smile breaks across my face. Thanks, Gideon. Off you go, Pikachu. Gideon gives me a shove and vanishes. I stand there confused. What's a Pikachu? I open the trucks and start hauling the equipment out, following the staff's directions. I clear all the trucks in one go. After receiving the administrator pass, I take off toward the assessment area at full speed. By the time I get there, the assessment has already started. A massive screen hangs overhead, displaying the recruits' scores in real time. Gideon lounges among a row of senior officials, looking completely out of place. Victor waves me over. Fane, over here. She hands me a flatbread wrap and a cup of soy milk. I gulp down the soy milk gratefully. Just then, the top score refreshes. No way, it's the underwear warrior. Victor gapes at the screen. Shouts erupt from the crowd. First place just got updated. 17 minutes and 42 seconds. The underwear warrior's outfit is flashy, and so is his fighting style. The broadcast calls my name. It appears on the big screen. I take a big swig of soy milk and tear into the flatbread. Victor takes what's left of my food. Good luck, Fane. I'll reheat this for you when you're done. The ranking shifts again. Someone shouts, Jace just claimed the crown, 12 minutes flat. Then an even bigger uproar. BB, 7 minutes and 1 second. She's a monster, an absolute monster. Is this what the monster den looks like? 7 minutes and 1 second. I couldn't even survive 7 minutes without breaking down. And she cleared the whole thing in 7. Up in the viewing stands, Dinju nods with clear admiration. This BB girl really is something. 7 minutes and 1 second. That ranks in the top 5 in all of Aegis Academy's history. A middle-aged man beside him says excitedly, Dean, this year's class is exceptional. The dean says, this girl is first place by a mile. She's got to be the number 1 of this year's entrance assessment. Someone agrees. Has to be. 7 minutes and 1 second. Beating that is next to impossible. Gideon watches me walk toward the test arena. A faint smile crosses his face. Inside, an owl's eyes lock onto me. 9th Division new recruit Fane. Identity verified. Entrance assessment begins. The next second, the scenery shifts completely, transforming into a rundown neighborhood. These puppets are far more realistic than I expected, and the test environment is nothing like what I imagined. It's an almost perfect combat simulation. A Scarface puppet charges at me. One punch drops it. Scarface gets up and joins a fire-type puppet in a pincer attack. I don't hesitate. I put them both on the ground. Then I blur forward, going on the offensive. The puppets go down fast, stripped of any ability to move. The owl announces, Recruit Fane, stage 1 cleared, time 42 seconds. The scene shifts. An ice spike shoots up from the water straight at me. I shatter it outright. I came in expecting a real challenge. Turns out this is way easier than anything I faced during the elimination operation. The owl announces again, Recruit Fane, stage 2 cleared. Elapsed time, 2 minutes and 12 seconds. Stage 3 features beast taming attacks. I grin. Since this assessment is this easy, no point wasting any more time. Might as well just speedrun it. I summon both wolves, one black, one white. Without breaking stride, I charge the enemy head-on. If I can place high enough, there's a combat points bonus waiting. Outside the arena, someone gasps. That's absolutely insane. The 9th Division really is a den of monsters. Milo whistles. BB's a beast. 7 minutes and 1 second. 5 whole minutes faster than second place. Max asks curiously. BB, you said you can't beat Fane. What kind of time do you think he'll get? BB puts on her usual blank, spaced-out look. I don't know, we've never fought. He can't possibly break 5 minutes, can he? Victor asks. Milo's jaw drops. Under 5 minutes? Are you joking? In the entire history of Aegis Academy, only 2 seniors have ever broken 5 minutes. The all-time record is 3 minutes and 39 seconds, and the assessment back then wasn't even this hard. On the other side, the dean turns to Gideon. I hear you're the one who brought that girl in. You always manage to surprise me. Gideon grins. Dean Shu, you haven't seen anything yet. What's this girl's background? There are only a handful of elite blade fighters in the Dragon Nation. Her last name is Lee. I'm sure you can figure it out. Dean Shu's eyes light up. Could she be that person's granddaughter? Right then, the scores on the big screen refresh. A line of bold text appears. Fane, 3 minutes and 12 seconds. The entire academy erupts. 3 minutes 12. Am I reading that right? I thought 701 was untouchable. Who is this guy? In the crowd, Drake, battered and bruised, sees my name and freezes. Sage can't help breaking into a proud little smile. The classmate beside her asks, What are you smiling about, Sage? Nothing. Dean Ju lifts his head, eyes bulging. He checks the score a second time, still unable to believe it. 3 minutes and 12 seconds. The other officials break into applause. A new record, Dean! Dean Ju pulls out a handkerchief and dabs the sweat from his forehead. Gideon, this new recruit, you brought him in too? Did you know this was coming? Absolutely. Gideon breaks into a wide grin. I'm putting you down for the highest merit. I need to tell old Master Yi the good news. Gideon, what's this Fane's background? Dean Shu, some things are better learned later. You'll find out eventually. Old Master Yi picks up. Hello, Old Master Yi, it's Warren Shu. I've got good news to report. The top scorer in this year's Aegis Academy entrance assessment. 3 minutes 12 seconds. A new record. What's the name? Fane. Dean Shu stands. Gideon, Old Master Yi wants to speak with you. Gideon's tone turns respectful. Old Master Yi, what are your orders? Meanwhile, I walk out of the arena. Milo shouts my name at the top of his lungs, scoops me up, and spins me around. Fane, you absolute legend. Victor holds out my flatbread. Still warm. Milo can barely contain himself. Fane, 3 minutes. You broke the record. Do you even realize that? Victor jabs at him. Fatso, you literally just said there was no way Fane could break 5 minutes. Hey, I knew he was strong. I just didn't know he was this strong. I wave it off. Just got lucky. It's not that I'm good. The test was just too easy. Everyone around me mentally collapses. Gideon appears beside me. There's something I forgot to mention. An invisible barrier cuts us off from everyone else. The fact that you're Sovereign's grandson, keep that under wraps. Your grandfather's case was overturned, yes, but quite a few people from the Divine Court were badly wounded by him back then. Those people now hold senior positions in the Aegis Bureau. If they find out who you are, you'll be in for a harsh lesson from the real world. I've already altered your records, but your identity will come out eventually. So before that happens, build up your strength as much as you can. And this time, you've drawn a lot of attention. People will have their eyes on you. Lay low for a while. Aim for top 10 at midterms. That's good enough. I grab his arm. Wait, don't go yet. There's one more thing I need to ask. The full case file on my parents' car accident. Can you let me see it? Gideon says flatly. The official investigation back then didn't turn up anything. Your parents' research involved highly classified information. Even I can't fully intervene in this matter. So for now, I can't let you see the file. I freeze. Even someone like him can't interfere. One more thing. People may come looking for you soon, asking about your parents. Just tell them what you knew before. Nothing else. No matter how they try to lead you. Just say you don't know, especially the church people. How is the church involved in this? I think back. Ellie mentioned there were other leads. Since the threads are all pointing in the same direction, it looks like I need to stay in closer contact with Ellie. Gideon waves. I'm off. Victor calls out. Fane, what are you spacing out for? The announcement just said. The top 3 scorers need to go collect their prizes. Dean Shu is handing them out personally. Back in the dorm, a message from Cleo pops up. Fane, you're amazing. I'm your biggest fan now. I blink. What are you talking about? You placed first in the entire school on the entrance assessment. I always knew you were the best. How did you find out about that? Call me big sister and I'll tell you. I think to myself. Fawn once told me that all information from Aegis Academy is locked down. If Cleo knows about this, her father must hold serious power within the church. Your dad told you, didn't he? How did you figure that out? Lucky guess, she huffs. Fane, I'm mad at you now. Then encrypted text appears on screen, the cipher game she and I used to play as kids. The message reads, the church is coming for you. Be careful. Messages are being monitored. Ask no further. I reply, next time we meet, dinner's on me. A while later, the 6 of us sit in a circle in the dorm eating together. Milo takes a massive swig of liquor. Victor explains, don't be alarmed. This big guy can hold his liquor like nobody's business. It's a family tradition. Plus, his fist-fighting talent is S rank when he's sober. After he drinks, it jumps to double S rank, Milo says. Out there, I can at least pass for a big shot, but in front of you guys, I'm at the bottom of the food chain, especially next to Fane and Bibi. I'm the bottom of the bottom. Robin asks seriously. Fane, you're this strong. Your parents, or family elders, must be pretty powerful too, right? My parents are gone. I'm an orphan. Sorry, Fane, I shouldn't have asked. Don't worry about it. How do you think I got this strong? As the old saying goes, you can't be the main character without being an orphan first. The whole room erupts in laughter. Just then, a message pops up in the instructor group. Personalized class schedules for new recruits have been distributed. Please check your assignments. I'm assigned to Grant, Strength Type Instructor, and the Psychic Type Instructor Madam Sun, better known as Madam Doom. My heart sinks. Robin looks horrified. It's over. We're done for. Did any of you get assigned to Madam Doom? Milo cackles. Robin, you're dead meat. I cut in. I got her too. Then you're both dead meat. Fane, that old lady doesn't care how talented you are. She's equally harsh to everyone. Robin, Fane, I'll remember you both fondly. Robin looks gloomy. Fane, we're brothers in suffering now. Robin, you might be misunderstanding this. Psychic is just my secondary talent. Skipping the class wouldn't really be a big deal for me. Fane, any other class you can skip if it's not your main. But Madam Doom's class? Don't even think about it. Show up late and you'll regret it. I want to see for myself whether she's really that terrifying. The group chat is blowing up. I heard the mystery beast taming instructor is the Palace Master of Beast Palace. Apparently a 9th Division recruit has an insane beast taming talent. Even the Elder Palace Master of Beast Palace took notice. Someone said the Underwear Warrior let it slip over dinner. He said the beast he has was a gift from Beast Palace. I have no words. This Underwear Warrior really loves taking credit for other people's work. Fawn messages me. Fane, at tomorrow morning's assembly, do you want to give a speech as the freshman representative? I refuse without hesitation. I've drawn enough attention for one day. Better to lay low from here on. A window pops up on the comlink. Encrypted package from Gideon. Accept delivery. The next second, the golden goddess of light statuette materializes in my hands. Gideon says, there are 2 9th tier Radiance type talent techniques. More than enough for you right now. The core Radiance techniques are under lock and key by those fossils at the church. Hard to come by. When I get the chance, I'll grab you a couple more from the church. I hold the statuette and raise it toward the moonlight. A scene gradually forms in my mind. A blurred figure flickers through space beneath the moonlight. This skill is called Divine Art Flash of Light. It allows instant teleportation within a set range. Beyond Flash of Light, there's a second technique. It's called Divine Art Slash of Light. At the base level within a 10-meter radius, a single blade strike reaches the enemy at the speed of light. With the Slaughter Talent's enhancement, Slash of Light's lock-on range jumps from 10 meters to 30. I let out a slow breath, a full 3 times multiplier. There's still so much about the Slaughter Talent I don't understand. Sounds come from next door. I quietly extend my perception. Robin is arguing with himself, voice and expression shifting back and forth. Milo is cradling his drinking gourd, sipping and stroking it tenderly. Bibi is fast asleep on the flat sides of the blades. Victor is cradling a pillow like she's soothing a baby. Max is clutching a punching bag, mumbling in his sleep about wanting milk. I cut the perception. I'm done. 6 people on this squad. 5 of them are out of their minds. They call the 9th Division a monster den? Are we sure this isn't a damn psych ward? I'm keeping my perception locked inside my own room from now on. The next day, the opening ceremony. The host announces, please welcome this year's outstanding freshman representative Bryce to the stage for a speech. The crowd cheers. The Underwear Warrior. What a legend. Someone argued with me yesterday, saying the Palace Master didn't come here because of the Underwear Warrior. How's that looking now? Bryce takes the stage. Distinguished faculty, fellow students. Hello, my name is Bryce. Ms. Cheng just mentioned something in her speech. That I think was absolutely right. The entrance assessment scores don't define your future. Some students may have broken school records, but they can be surpassed down the road. Milo scoffs. Are these people sleepwalking? They think someone can surpass Fane? Fane's weakest talent alone got him into the 9th division. They're not even in the same league. Bryce glances at me with a smile. His eyes are full of provocation. I return a calm smile. Milo mutters. How does someone like Bryce even qualify as the outstanding freshman representative? Why didn't the school ask Fane? Because I turned it down. The students nearby pause, then burst out laughing. Back in the dorm, a friend request from someone named Baron Dragonlord. Bio, a hopeless romantic boy. I'm speechless. Hopeless romantic, my foot. If I hadn't seen you sleep with 2 women in one night with my own eyes, I might have actually bought it. The Palace Master writes, Fane, I'm coming to teach your class tomorrow. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to guide me, Palace Master. Let me ask you something. Is there an instructor in your year, named Anna Cheng? There is. Fane, can you do me a favor? If you pull it off, I'll send you a 4th-tier spirit beast. What is it? Can you get me Anna's contact info? I think to myself. No wonder this dirty old creep calls himself Baron Dragonlord. And a hopeless romantic boy. He's got his eyes on our instructor Anna. Doesn't every instructor's profile include their contact information? That's your internal system. I can't access it. Look, I helped you awaken your talent, and I'm good friends with Gideon, so we're practically friends too. Just do a friend a favor. Fine. I grin. Drake's profile picture happens to be a pretty cute cartoon. That should do the trick. The Palace Master laughs. Thanks, bro. Tomorrow afternoon during class, I'll bring the spirit beast for you. I tense up. Tomorrow is definitely not going to work. Anyway, you can send it to me right now? The Palace Master replies. No can do. Transfers to your side can only go through internal channels. Don't worry, you'll get yours. Gotta go. Your big bro has love to pursue. Don't tell her you got her contact info from me. Don't worry. You've done me such a huge favor, I would never sell you out. Meanwhile, Drake's phone lights up. He startles. This profile picture looks exactly like the Palace Master of Beast Palace that's been going around online. A figure this important. Why would he suddenly add me? Everyone at the academy is saying. The Underwear Warrior knows the Palace Master of Beast Palace. That the Palace Master only came to teach. Because of the Underwear Warrior. This is a chance to ask the Underwear Warrior about it. And maybe get closer to him. Drake messages Bryce. Hey, I'm Drake. I'm a huge admirer. Someone just sent me a friend request. I don't know anyone that important. Could you take a look and tell me if it's real or fake? Bryce replies quickly. That's Palace Master's contact. Who are you? I'm Drake, new recruit in the 7th Division. A big admirer. My father is Richard. Alright, did he say what he wanted? Drake's eyes go wide. It really is the Palace Master adding him. He accepts immediately. He grins with excitement. Hello, sir. Drop the formalities, just call me Big Brother. Keeps things friendly. I wouldn't dare. You're the Palace Master of Beast Palace. Calling you Big Brother would be way too forward. I'll just call you Lord Palace Master. What's forward about it, sweetie? Your profile picture is adorable. You must be just as cute in person. Something about this feels very off. Sir, did you add the wrong person? Nope, it's you. I'll be honest. Ever since I saw you last time, I haven't been able to stop thinking about you. This doesn't sound good. There's nothing cute about me. Palace Master, I'm not the person you're looking for. You're trying to reach Ms. Cheng, aren't you? Who are you? What's your name? I'm Drake, new recruit 7th Division. You will not speak of this to anyone. Understood? Absolutely not. I saw nothing. I'm deleting this entire conversation right now. Inside Beast Palace. The Palace Master sets down his phone and lets out a quiet chuckle. Then he goes back to lounging, enjoying the handmaidens' massages and snacks. One of the handmaidens asks, What's so funny, my lord? That kid Fane set me up. He breaks into a full laugh. How? How did he set you up? And you're still laughing about it. This kid's different from the rest. He's got principles. I like making friends with people who have a line they won't cross. Go fetch me a memory wipe bead. Tomorrow when I'm at Aegis Academy, I need to erase that Drake kid's memory. Can't have this getting out. After tomorrow afternoon's class, I also need to give Fane a good beating. That little punk had the nerve to mess with me. Meanwhile, I step into the strength-type talent classroom. Everyone in strength class is built like a tank. We go around with introductions. Then our instructor Grant walks in. He says, Fate brings us together. Students in past years all call me Brother Six. If you don't mind, you can call me the same. We all call out in unison. Brother Six. You're all strength-type talents. Strength-type gets called the brute talent. Also the laborer talent. It's always ranked at the very bottom. But a true fighter never cares what others say. The right move is to smash through the doubt with raw strength. Then he calls my name. Come at me with everything you've got. I strike without hesitation. He blocks it. I follow up with a flurry of punches. He stops every single one. I frown. How? My strikes land, but they vanish like stones sinking into the ocean. His defense is completely seamless. The other students gasp under their breath. After the sparring ends, Everyone breaks into applause. Grant pats me on the shoulder with a grin. No wonder Gideon picked you. You really are something else. Everyone saw that, right? Fane's attacks had a few small openings, but every single blow was aimed at a vital point. In real combat, that's everything. Originally, the first class would have only covered the first 3 stages, but because of Fane, I'm adding the 4th. Take a look at the techniques and skills I've distributed. I've grouped you by your progress. From here on, I'll be teaching you individually. As for the textbooks the school handed out, skim them when you get a chance. Just treat them like casual reading. What matters is listening to me. I glance at the techniques Brother 6 assigned me, 9 Heaven's Force, and Golden Bell Shield. I've been stuck at the peak of level 3, unable to push through. I didn't really understand why until now. Today's lesson finally made it clear. It's the blood pulse. I never learned it. Brother 6 says, this is usually reserved for reaching level 4, but let me walk you through blood pulse right now. He points at the force tester. Punch it. I throw a punch. The display on it flickers with numbers. Grant grins. Not bad, kid. Strength is your current level plus 1, squared, then multiplied by 1,000. The peak strength of level 3 is 16,000 kilograms. You're just a hair off. He places one hand on my shoulder. Close your eyes and feel this. With my eyes closed, I clearly sense a pulsing force flowing through from my shoulder. The blood energy inside me begins to resonate in response. Remember this feeling. No rush. Let it come to you naturally. Your talent is exceptional. Within 2 weeks, you should be able to grasp this and reach level 4. I close my eyes. The blood energy churns inside me. Grant claps his hands and turns to the other students. Fane's ahead of the rest of you. Let him work on feeling it out. I'll come teach you. Class ends. Grant looks over at me. Class is over. Don't rush this kind of thing. Take it slow. My eyes snap open. I blur forward and slam a fist into the force tester. The force tester beeps rapidly as the numbers keep climbing. It locks in at 18,000 kilograms. Grant is stunned. This is getting ridiculous. It's the first class. Most students haven't even digested the basics yet, and Fane already broke through. You broke the entrance record by a mile. Fine, you even shattered the all-time academy record. But now you hit level 4 in the very first lesson? Is there even any justice left? Grant speaks. No wonder it's a triple S rank strength talent. Just a minute ago I said, it'd take you 2 weeks to break through. Well, I just ate my own words. I smile. Thank you, Brother 6. If you hadn't guided me just now, there's no way I'd have reached level 4 this fast. I'm your instructor. Isn't this exactly what I'm supposed to do? When a student excels, it reflects well on me too. Fane's breakthrough. Don't let word of this get out for now. As the old saying goes, the tallest tree catches the most wind. We don't want the aberrants or the eternal night remnants targeting him. Everyone nods. Understood, Brother 6. Now telling you to keep a low profile and grow stronger doesn't mean you should keep pretending to be weak. When it's time to throw a punch, throw it. Some people are just begging for a beating. I grin to myself. This instructor is exactly my kind of person. How could anyone not love an instructor like this? All right, class dismissed. Go eat. If there's anything you don't understand, whether it's training or personal life, come to me anytime. Everyone responds. Will do, Brother 6. I haven't set the gravity coefficient in the gravity chamber yet. Starting next class, it's weighted training. Brace yourselves. Understood. A few minutes later, I show up at the dining hall with 2 classmates. A classmate nicknamed Cap asks, Fane, who's your beast taming instructor? It just says a question mark. And that's the Palace Master of Beast Palace. I'm in his class too. The school is milking his visit for all it's worth, squeezing in as many lessons as they can. Fane, let's go together. I nod. Sure, Zach asks. Is this confirmed? It's clear now. Don't let their plain looks fool you. Some of our classmates may seem like nobodies, but their family backgrounds are seriously impressive. Everyone's asked around. The Palace Master is definitely coming. Zach lowers his voice. So is it true the Palace Master came here because of the Underwear Warrior? Real or fake? I can't help but smile, Cap says. Probably true. The Underwear Warrior's family has ties to Beast Palace. Someone even overheard him on the phone with the Palace Master, calling him Uncle. Zach takes a sip of his drink. But the Underwear Warrior never actually confirmed that he and the Palace Master are connected, did he? He didn't say anything, but not denying it is the same as admitting it. Fair point. Honestly, though, every time I see the Underwear Warrior, something about him just ticks me off. Can't explain why. Cap laughs. Same here. I feel a little guilty. I just screwed the Palace Master over yesterday. But this is Aegis Academy. He wouldn't come after me here, right? That afternoon, Cap and I walk into the classroom together. The students gathered around. Bryce looked confused. What's he doing here? Yeah, why is he here? A pudgy kid with acne sneers. What else? He's here to ride Bryce's coattails. I ignore them and walk straight to his seat. Then a tall figure steps through the door. Students gasp. The Palace Master, it's really him. The Underwear Warrior is incredible. You have to hand it to him. Only the Underwear Warrior could get someone like this to teach us. Bryce suddenly jumps to his feet. All rise. Everyone stands on reflex. Good afternoon, sir. The Palace Master sweeps his gaze across the room. Everyone sit. His eyes lock onto me. Fane. Everyone turns to look at me. Why is he calling Fane? Probably because he placed first on the entrance assessment, just wants to see what he looks like. I flash a smile. Good afternoon, instructor, the palace master says. Come sit up front. There are no seats left up front. I'm fine here. The palace master points at Bryce. Move back a row, let him sit in your spot. Bryce freezes in shock. The classroom erupts. Fane is the real deal. Fane was the hidden boss all along. Near the end of class, the palace master recalls his spirit beast. Take some time to digest what we covered. You're free to go after class. Fane, step outside with me. Your instructor Gideon is away on business. I need to tell you something. Pass it along to him for me. I smile. Just say it here. The palace master's face goes blank. Outside, now. The moment we're through the door, the palace master slams it shut. I sense trouble and bolt. The palace master catches up and kicks me. You set me up, you little punk! Who is this Drake guy to you? High school classmate. How are you this rotten? One prank, two victims. You're going after our female instructor out of the blue. Can you blame me for being cautious? The palace master chuckles. You've actually got a sense of justice. Can't help it, born this way. Down the hallway, an old woman approaches, knitting as she walks. The palace master immediately lets go of me. I stare at the approaching figure. Isn't this the Academy's legendary psychic-type instructor? Madame Doom herself, Madame Sun? The palace master bows. Madame Sun. I bow as well. Madame Sun eyes him with contempt. What are you doing here? The school invited me to teach. Did those old fossils run out of options? Letting someone like you teach? That's how you ruin students. And who is this? This is my student. I came specifically to teach him. He's also my friend. We're very close. I give Madame Sun a polite smile. Her expression goes ice cold. A student associating with this kind of shady guy? And calling him a friend? I freeze. From the corner of my eye, I catch the palace master fighting back a grin. I'm not close with him. He's just here to teach our class, not just me. Many students. Madame Sun doesn't buy it. Smooth talking. How did the Academy even admit a shady student like you? Hanging around with this kind of shady guy, you can't be anything good. What's your name? Madame Sun. His name is Fane. Madame Sun nods. I'm going to have a word with the administration. How this school ended up with a student like you. I'll have you expelled within the hour. She turns and walks off. The palace master bursts out laughing. Bro, you're in for a rough time. She's going to the dean to get me expelled. Could you maybe put in a good word for me? I've read what the seniors had to say. That old lady is seriously hard to deal with. The palace master says gleefully. Bro, if the Academy kicks you out, just come to Beast Palace. You'd be the next palace master. Meanwhile, Madame Sun barges into the dean's office. Warren, what kind of students are you people admitting? Warren rushes to his feet. Ma'am, what happened? He walks to the door, peeks outside, then shuts it. What's got you this heated? Why are you letting that shady guy from Beast Palace teach new recruits? This year's class produced an exceptional beast-taming talent. So we brought the palace master, all the way from Beast Palace, to teach our recruits. Lots of students can sit in on his classes. We're getting a massive deal out of this. Madame Sun scoffs. You think a shady guy like that from Beast Palace would take that kind of loss quietly? The details were negotiated by Gideon, Madame Sun sneers. That idle street drifter. A shady little punk. Birds of a feather indeed. Warren can only smile along. One more thing. There's a new recruit named Fane. Expel him. He runs with that shady guy. One look and you can tell he's no good. Ma'am, if you asked me to expel anyone else, I could consider it. But Fane? No. Why not? This kid is under old Master Yi's protection. Madame Sun frowns. I despise nepotism. Old Yi backing someone doesn't make them untouchable. There's something else. I'm going to tell you, but you absolutely cannot share this with anyone. His parents are the young couple from the research institute, the ones who died in that car accident. David and Grace Yi. Madame Sun's voice trembles. He's David and Grace's child? Warren nods. Yes. Madame Sun sighs. I still owe those two a tremendous debt. And then that tragedy happened. I never expected to cross paths with their child here. Ma'am, please, do not reveal this boy's identity. Madame Sun snaps. I'm not one to run my mouth. After seeing Madame Sun out, Warren shuts the door and exhales. He pulls out a file and murmurs to himself. Fane, David, Aldrich. If old Master Yi is personally protecting this boy, his real identity must be something extraordinary. On the other side of campus, the palace master grabs me and drags me toward the dining hall. On the way, he tells me to call Drake out, so he can wipe his memory. Just then I see Madame Sun stepping out of the administration building. My chest tightens. The palace master grins. With that old lady's personality, even if she can't get you expelled, you're still in for a hard time. Then he deliberately throws his arm around me right in front of her and greets Madame Sun with a grin. Madame Sun walks over. I quickly put distance between myself and the palace master. Good afternoon, Madame Sun. To my complete shock, Madame Sun gently pats me on the head with a look of pure warmth. If you ever need anything, come to me. I'm in building 26, instructor apartments. The palace master is stunned. What happened to her? She walks into the administration building and comes out a completely different person? Did someone brainwash her? Madame Sun points at the palace master and tells me, stay away from this kind of person. He has a rotten character, a terrible personality, and his personal life is a complete mess. Yes, Madam Sun. Ma'am, isn't that assessment a little unfair? Madam Sun barks, "Get lost," and walks away. The palace master stares after her. What just happened to that old woman? What did she do in the administration building? How does someone's attitude flip like that? She probably went to see the dean and realized just how exceptional I am. Back in the dorm, Milo rushes up to me. Fane, how much are you still hiding from us? What do you mean? The palace master came here for you. I was out there arguing with people, analyzing whether the underwear warrior brought him in. Turns out the real deal was right next to me the whole time. I wasn't sure he'd actually show up. If I'd told you guys ahead of time, and then he didn't come, that'd be embarrassing. Victor grins. Classic Fane, always playing it safe. Max asks, Fane, we're heading to the multi-purpose training hall. Coming? I nod. Sure, let me change and we'll go. At the training hall, I spot Sage right away. She turns and jogs over to me with a smile. I give her a playful flick on the forehead. Milo slides over. Fane, introduce us. My cousin Sage. Sage, this is Milo. Hey there, Sage, just call me Milo. Sage drops her smile. Hi. I continue. This is Robin, and this is Max. Robin's expression suddenly turns hard. Enough wasting time, Fane. These losers all say you're strong, I want to fight. Time to find out who's really on top, man to man. I smile faintly. A fight? Fine. But man to man. Half of you is a woman. That's not a challenge, that's a cheat code. Victor and Milo crack up on the spot. Ronan scowls. Renee, Rowan, and Robin, all three of those losers say you're strong. I don't buy it. But if you beat me, you've got my vote for squad leader. I don't hesitate. Deal, Ronan grins. My fists are thirsty for battle, Milo chimes in. Perfect timing, there's a squad combat simulation hall right here. You can fight it out inside. I size up Ronan. Definitely a touch unhinged. He even trash talks his own personalities. Victor laughs. Fane, he's the only one on our squad who won't fall in line. Make him cry. We step into the simulation hall. Ronan goes first. Let's go. A swirling red and black aura erupts from his body. Milo flinches. That's a frenzy talent. No wonder Ronan's always got such a violent temper. Ronan closes the gap in the blink of an eye. His fist grazes past my cheek. I catch him by the throat and lift him off the ground. The feral look drains from his face. His eyes go soft. Fane, you're hurting me. The corner of my mouth twitches. I'm completely thrown off. Victor is just as confused. Wait, what? Did it even start? Bibi replies. It's over. Milo stares. One move? No flashy combos? Nothing? Just like that, it's done? How strong is this guy? Renee pouts. Ronan, that idiot. All bark and no bite. Fane, Ronan wanted me to tell you. This time, he is completely convinced. You're giving me too much credit. Everyone who made it into the 9th division is outstanding in their own right. Every one of you is a genius in your own talent. Of course, genius is merely the entry requirement to meet me. Everyone exchanges glances. Speechless. Max breaks the silence. If anyone else said that, I'd call it flexing. But coming from you, Fane, I actually believe it. To quote Ronan himself, you're like a top-tier storage ring, Victor asks. Meaning what? Max continues. Other people try to flex, but they don't have the capacity. But you? Your flex capacity is straight up limitless. I laugh. Alright, enough. Everyone get to your own training. Victor checks the time. The hall closes at 9:30. We'd better make every second count. Milo frowns. I heard from seniors that if you want to keep training after hours, you have to beg the administrator. Pay extra. And it's not cheap. 5,000 per hour. Victor balks. That expensive? Then we really can't afford to waste a single minute. I call over to Sage. Sage, if anything comes up, just message me. Got it, Fane. The training hall supervisor walks over. Fane, you got your pass? Right here, Mr. Wren. I need to step out. Keep an eye on things here. If anyone starts trouble, you have the authority to discipline them. Ban them from the training hall for anywhere between 3 days and 1 month. Your comlink can process it. Also, after 9:30, collect the fees, 5,000 per person per hour. You get a 10% admin commission on that, and you're authorized to bring people in yourself. Free of charge, up to 10 people. After the supervisor leaves, I head into a solo training room to work on the 4 techniques from Brother Six and Gideon. Under 4 times gravity, the hidden force stacking technique within 9 heavens force becomes crystal clear. I throw a punch. The force tester's numbers spike wildly. I switch the training room to a radiance-type combat environment. Moonlight pours through the skylight. Lunar essence breaks into shimmering particles and envelops my body. With the slaughter talent's enhancement, both flash of light and slash of light exceed their original range. The next second, I appear 30 meters away. Flash of light works on the very first attempt. But this divine art drains stamina fast. I don't have nearly enough lunar essence stored inside me. I need to absorb more moonlight to replenish my reserves. I sweep my hand, and the lunar essence condenses into a long sword that drops into my palm. With a single slash, lunar essence sword aura tears through the air. Everything in its path shatters. My Radiance-type talent is only S rank for now. The cap on stored lunar essence is too low. I can only activate skills 3 times in a row at most. Time's up. I step out of the training room just as Sage exits the one next door. Sage flashes a sweet smile and starts walking toward me. A guy holding flowers blocks her path. Sage, from the moment I first laid eyes on you, I knew I was into you. His lackeys chant. Say yes, say yes! Sage frowns. Sorry, no. Please move. The guy introduces himself. I'm Hayes, new recruit, 2nd Division. I noticed you on registration day. Sage, I really do like you. Be my girlfriend? Sage's expression goes cold. Move. No, if you won't agree to be my girlfriend, I'm not letting you leave today. He snatches Sage's towel and takes a sniff. Wow, Sage, what body wash do you use? Smells amazing. Could you not be this disgusting? Move. Hayes grabs Sage's glasses and puts them on. Just give me a chance. Once you get to know me, you'll see how great I am. Give me back my glasses. Call me honey, and I'll hand them right over. The lackeys cheer. Say it, say it! Sage's eyes rim with red. Give him back. Hayes keeps going. I heard your family's not exactly well off. Your parents aren't even awakened. I just overheard you tell someone you wanted to train longer. That's 5,000 per person. That must be a lot of money for you. Call me honey, and I'll cover it. Do you not understand a word I'm saying? Give me back my glasses. Feisty. I like that. You want your glasses? Same deal. Just call me. Before he finishes, my hand clamps down on his wrist. I catch the glasses as they slip from his grip and hand them to Sage. Then I pat Hayes on the cheek. If you can't talk right, keep your mouth shut. Hayes rubs his arm. What do you think you're doing, playing hero? She's my cousin. I'm warning you. Stay away from her. A lackey snickers. Young Master Hayes, this punk's putting on quite the act. Let's mess him up. Hayes laughs. Warning me? You've got some nerve. So what if she's your cousin? I'll find a way to get her no matter what. Even if your talent is incredible and your strength is unmatched. So what? Out here what matters is who's got your back. A lackey jabs a finger at me. Punk. Do you have any idea who young Master Hayes is? You've got some real guts. Hayes points at his own forehead. You want to hit me? Go ahead, take your best shot, I dare you. I smile. Alright, you asked for it. One punch lands. Blood sprays from Hayes' mouth as he crashes to the floor. I pull out the comm link and scan him. Banned from the multi-purpose training hall for 1 month. Hayes sneers through bloodied teeth. Who do you think you are, to say that? A lackey shouts. Kid, you think this training hall is your house? You say young Master Hayes can't come and that's it? I slap him across the face. The training hall isn't my house, but right now it's under my authority. I raise the comm link and scan the lackey. You're banned for 1 month. The rest of you, half a month. Now get out. Hayes' lackeys scramble to carry him out. I turn back to Sage. You okay? Sage's eyes are brimming. Fane, what if they come after you? Don't worry, even if they try, they're in the wrong. As long as I'm in the right, I'm fine. Milo and the others walk over. Fane, everything good? Yeah, just a fly buzzing around, Max says. Hayes is someone with serious backing. His grandfather is the vice chairman of the White Lotus Society. His uncle holds a position in the church. They'll come after you for sure. Even if you're in the right, they've got connections. Fane, you're definitely getting a disciplinary action. Milo scoffs. So what? Fane's got people behind him too. He's got Beast Palace backing him up. Max shakes his head. Even with Beast Palace, we're talking about the White Lotus Society and the church. Sage breaks into tears. I smile and wipe her tears. It's fine, BB says between bites of chips. Fane, tell your cousin to stop crying. If Hayes' family dares to come after you, I'll have my grandpa tear the White Lotus Society apart. Milo's eyes widen. BB, is your grandpa really that powerful? Nothing special, not as powerful as I'll be in 30 years. 3 seconds of awkward silence. I laugh. If any of you want to keep training after hours, just come to me. Stop crying, Sage. Everything's fine. Relax. We've got BB watching over us now. Nothing to worry about. Sage hangs her head. I'm sorry, Fane. I caused you all this trouble. Enough. Dry your eyes and go train. I'll walk you back when you're done. On the other side, Hayes dials a video call. A woman with sharp, flashy features answers. Sweetheart, what happened to you? Hayes wipes his tears. Mom, I got beaten up by someone named Fane. I was just joking around with a girl, and he punched me. His mother flies into a rage. That nobody dared to touch my precious son? Mom, he knocked out several of my teeth. Don't you worry, sweetheart. Mommy will find a way to deal with this person. Just wait. I'm going to your father and your uncle right now. As soon as the news gets out, Gideon sends me a video call. You hit him? No big deal. Just eat and drink like normal. Don't lose a second of sleep over this. I laugh. Wasn't planning to. Brother 6 calls too. Well done. My students need to have guts. If he dares to use his family connections against you, come to me. I'll step in. Whoever they send, I'll handle them. I smile. Thanks, Brother 6. The Palace Master messages me. Not bad, kid. Less than 3 days in and you've already put someone down. And the vice chairman of the White Lotus Society's grandson, no less. I raise an eyebrow. Didn't he deserve it? He chuckles. I looked into what happened. He deserved it. That brat needed a lesson, some mistress's grandkid, thinking he's somebody important. If he dares send his family after you, come to me. I've got your back. Meanwhile, the woman calls Hayes. Baby, I just called your uncle, he said. The church was already planning to investigate this Fane kid. His good days are numbered. Your uncle personally promised. He'll have him arrested and thrown in a cell, so you can get your revenge with your own hands. Hayes breaks into a twisted grin. Cut to the hallway. Bryce blocks my path with a sneer. I was going to wait until midterms to deal with you. Looks like you won't last that long. I stare at him, blank-faced. If you keep barking like a brainless villain, forget about making it to midterms. You might not survive tonight. His face drops. He stumbles backward in a panic and tumbles down the stairs. The moment I'm back in the dorm, Milo and the whole crew burst in. Fane, we all just called home. If Hayes dares have his family come after you, our families will step in too. Thanks everyone, I'll spare you the sappy speech. You'll see it in what I do. You got it, Fane. After they leave, I think to myself, Gideon Grant and the Palace Master have all made it clear they'll help me. But at the end of the day, I still have to be strong enough myself. I crush the spatial orb. The explosive flame bear appears with a roar. The next second it pads over to me, gentle as can be. I run my hand over its soft fur, and form a spirit-beast pact. With the bear on my side, I've gained another combat ally. From here on, I need to find every way I can to get stronger. Time to start taking on academy missions. The next morning, Robin knocks on my door. Fane, this morning is Madame Doom's class. Get up. We need to be there 5 minutes early. To grab the back row seats. Show up late and you'll be stuck in the front row. I open the door. Let's go. Milo leans against his doorframe, grinning. Safe travels, you two. I'll remember you fondly. Victor presses her palms together. Rest in peace, brave souls. You're about to meet your maker. May the heavens have mercy. Amen. Robin flicks her on the forehead. Move it. On the way, Robin hands me a small wooden charm. I got this from a senior with a hex talent. It's a hex-infused charm. Carrying it supposedly lowers the odds of Madame Doom calling on you by a huge margin. And trust me, if she calls on you and you can't answer, the rest of the semester will be a nightmare. I laugh. Madame Sun is pretty terrifying, but she's got to have a soft side, right? Fane, what's wrong with you? Did something break in your head, Madame Doom with a soft side? If Madame Doom goes soft, pigs will fly. We walk into the classroom. The first 3 rows are empty. Everyone is packed into the back. Students stare. Wait, is that Fane? He's in this class too? How many talents does this guy have? 5 apparently. His weakest one is supposedly S-rank psychic. Then Madame Sun steps onto the podium. The entire room goes dead silent. She pulls a roster from her briefcase. Door shut, roll call. When she reaches my name, I raise my hand. Here. She looks at me. Don't sit so far back. Come sit in the front row. Whispers ripple through the class. He messed with Hayes, Fane's dead meat. Madame Doom hates troublemakers more than anything. He beat up Hayes yesterday. Who else would she go after? But to everyone's shock, her gaze is gentle. Psychic techniques can be quite challenging. Sit up front. If you have any questions, just ask. The room is dumbfounded. Why is the old lady treating Fane like that? One of my fans pipes up. Obviously because Fane's scores are top tier. All you people who were gloating, hoping Fane would get punished, keep barking. Robin laughs in relief. Scared me half to death. The charm actually worked. Every student carrying a hex-infused item. If anyone dares bring one to my class again, you will fail this semester. Those cheap tricks don't work on me. Madame Sun's face is stone. Robin's jaw drops. She continues. Class begins now. The psychic-type talent has powerful offensive and control capabilities. Next, I will use psychic power to send you into an illusion realm. Focus your minds, and break free. Inside the illusion realm, I stare up at a giant towering 100 meters tall. So this is what high-level psychic talent looks like. I take a deep breath and steady my mind. Sometime later, I shatter the illusion. My eyes open. I'm back in the classroom. Many students are still frowning, trapped inside. I think to myself, a psychic-type master is truly terrifying. In real combat, you can be locked down in the blink of an eye. No wonder every squad needs a psychic-type teammate. Madame Sun smiles. For someone with psychic as a secondary talent, breaking free that quickly is beyond what I expected. Very impressive. Wear this blindfold. It will sharpen your psychic power. As she finishes, a blindfold appears on my desk. Thank you, Madame Sun. Her knitting needles let out a piercing screech. Several students who just woke up fall right back into the illusion. I hear you got into a fight with a young man from a powerful family. He was harassing my cousin, so I hit him. If they come after you, come to me. Even the chairman of the White Lotus Society would show me that courtesy, let alone the illegitimate grandson of a mere vice-chairman. I bow. Thank you, Madame Sun. No need for formalities. I knew your parents. They used to call me Aunt Sun. In private, you can call me Grandma's son. I stand there, stunned. After class, Robin and I walk out together. He looks puzzled. Fane, why is Madame Doom playing favorites with you? I shrug. No idea. He rubs his temples, looking hilariously salty. What do you have this afternoon? Perception class with Anna, the so-called Aegis goddess. Robin's eyes light up. Aegis goddess Anna's class? Fane, you have no idea how gorgeous she is in person. In Ronan's own words, he'd drink her bathwater for half a year. Robin, do you just blame every dumb thing on whichever personality is convenient? He grins sheepishly. Busted. Cut to the dining hall. Students are pointing and whispering in my direction. Some look sympathetic, others are deliberately loud. Someone's in for it this afternoon. Hayes' family is arriving this afternoon. Church people, we're in for a show today. Robin turns around and glares daggers at the 2 loudest students. They break into a cold sweat. At the table, Robin says, Fane, don't pay them any attention. I keep my tone light. All I wanted was to be a quiet nobody. But somehow, again and again, I keep ending up as the most talked about freshman on campus. Even celebrities don't get this much buzz. Cut to the hallway outside a classroom. A beautiful woman stands in the corridor. I'm heading to class and happen to walk past her. She turns. Fane. I give a small bow. Good afternoon, Miss Chang. She smiles. Have you seen Snow? I blink. Snow? You mean Robin? He went to his marksmanship talent class. Not Robin, I mean Gideon. Where did he go? Do you know? No idea. I haven't seen him the last couple of days either. Could you help me find out where he is? Why don't you ask him yourself? He ignores me. Haven't you heard the gossip about us? I'm his devoted fan, but he couldn't care less. She lets out a quiet laugh. Forget it. Let's head inside. We walk into the classroom. I catch a glimpse of Hayes smirking at me. Anna smiles from the podium. All right, settle down. Today is the first session of perception class. Before we begin, let me introduce myself. My name is Anna Cheng. I'll be leading your perception training. Before she can finish, the classroom doors are thrown open by several men in uniform. Each wears a badge with an eye-shaped emblem pinned to his chest. One of them, the golden-haired man, is Knox. He steps forward, pulls out a device resembling a comm link and scans me. Every eye in the room turns to me. Hayes lets out a satisfied grin. Students whisper. The church people are no joke. Class is still going on, and they just barged in to grab someone. Knox walks toward me. He grabs my shoulder and yanks me to my feet. We meet again, he sneers. The classroom explodes. They're actually here. Hayes is legit. The church is here to take Fane away. All eyes shift to Hayes. Hayes grins arrogantly and lets out a whistle. Knox drags me forward. Fury surges through me. I slam my body into his chest. Golden light erupts from his eyes. Stay put. Nobody dares protect you today. Zack stands up from his seat. What gives you the right to grab my classmate? Knox's golden aura flares. He backhands Zack across the room. I grab Knox by the throat. Come at me all you want. Don't touch my classmates. Knox freezes, not expecting me to fight back. The next second, his aura explodes. 3 brutal punches to my gut. The color drains from my face. Don't get cocky, kid. He grips my chin and whispers. Someone personally gave the order to make your life a living hell. An ant should know its place. This time even my lady can't save you. He drags me toward the door. Anna's expression turns ice cold. She slams her hand on the desk. You walk into my classroom and sees a student? Do you really think so little of me? Or the Aegis Bureau? The man leading the group smiles. Ms. Cheng, we're conducting routine official business, please understand. Anna scoffs. What kind of business requires seizing a freshman? Vance's expression turns haughty. Church business. No comment. Anna curses silently. Damn it. They deliberately targeted a perception class, the one talent type that can't fight back. She immediately messages Gideon. Fane has been taken by the church. Anna rushes out of the classroom. Students pour out behind her. Hayes strolls out at his leisure. Several students fawn over him. The church is backing young Master Hayes now. Fane is finished. Zack gets to his feet and wipes the blood from his lip. He makes a call. Brother 6, the church just took Fane by force from the classroom. They hit both of us. It was during perception class. They're still in the hallway. Seeing me dragged away by the church, students from every classroom on the floor rush out to watch. Knox scans the crowded hallway with contempt. Church business. All bystanders clear the way immediately. With a single glance, a church member behind him steps forward. A blade of light materializes in his hand and cleaves through the air. The hallway floor cracks open. People stumble and scatter to both sides. Knox's eyes are freezing. That was a warning. Church business. Block us again and we kill on sight. A bespectacled male instructor steps forward, stone-faced. The church coming to Aegis Academy to throw its weight around? You've got the wrong place. Vance raises his hand. An official document materializes between his fingers. Direct order from the Supreme Commander of the Red Lotus District. 9th Division recruit Fane is to be taken away. The instructor's brow knots tight. Vance smirks. Make way! The crowd erupts. Hayes is something else. They rolled out the full squad just to grab Fane. Connections really are everything. Fane might actually be dead this time. Hayes blows a whistle in my direction, face dripping with provocation. Knox pushes me forward. A worthless ant with no connections, and you thought you could get close to my lady? Do you feel the gap now? So what if you're in the 9th Division? Any young master from a real family can crush you whenever he wants. The palace master steps into their path. Gentlemen, this kid is mine. You want to take him? Did I say you could? The hallway erupts. The palace master of Beast Palace is here. Bryce watches with jealousy burning in his eyes. He never imagined the palace master would step up for me. Vance frowns. Palace master, church business, don't invite trouble. The palace master laughs. This is my prize student. How do I know this is really church business? He glances at the document. This says escort, not arrest. So why is my student in restraints? Knox smirks. The document doesn't specify the method of escort. The palace master's expression goes cold. A terrifying pressure erupts from his body. Insolent whelp, you're not worthy of speaking to me. Vance glances at Knox. Release Fane's restraints. Knox is livid but complies. Vance says coldly. We've shown you due respect, Palace Master. That's enough. I'm taking him. No one can stop that today. Before he finishes, a chair smashes into Knox's face. Grant strides up. Vance, he's my guy. Try taking him. I dare you. The crowd explodes again. Grant from the 9th Division. Someone asks, is he a big deal? Another cuts in. Forget his own strength. Do you know who his grandfather is? General Hua. He's literally in our history textbooks. The man commands military authority. One of the decorated heroes of the War of the Gods. That's insane. Why is he protecting Fane? A girl explains. Fane's primary talent is strength type. Grant is also a strength type instructor, and Grant is famous for protecting his own. If his student is being taken, there's no way he'd stand by. Hayes frowns. Even with the church here, this many people still showed up to get in the way. Knox staggers to his feet. his face swollen and bruised. Vance's face darkens. Grant, I'm conducting official business, don't push it. Grant grins. What business? Vance grits his teeth. This kid was personally named by the higher-ups for interrogation. If something goes wrong, even your grandfather might not be able to protect you. I'm blocking you today. What are you going to do about it? Open your eyes and look. This document was signed by the top. This is official business. An aged female voice cuts through. Is it really just official business? Madam Sun walks forward at a slow, deliberate pace. The palace master and Grant both bow in greeting. Madam Sun stops in front of Vance, using the name of official duty to serve a personal agenda. Who gave you that authority? For the first time, Vance's tone softens. Madam Sun, this matter doesn't concern you. This child is my student. You come to seize my student, and you say it doesn't concern me? The crowd gasps. Madam Doom is stepping in to save someone? That's never happened before. Hayes miscalculated. Fane alone dragged out this many heavyweights. Vance waves the official document. Madam Sun, even if he is your student, the order from above says he must be taken. I ask for your cooperation. Madam Sun asks. Purely official business? Madam Sun, I give you my word, purely official. Madam Sun glances coldly at Hayes. Tell the truth. Hayes's pupils go glassy. I was harassing Fane's cousin. Fane beat me up. I went to my mom. My mom called my uncle. My uncle promised me. The church was already planning to go after Fane. He'd send people to grab him, lock him in a private room, and let me do whatever I wanted to him. The moment those words leave his mouth, Vance goes pale. The church members behind him shift uneasily. Madam Sun's gaze cuts like a blade. Say that again. Tell me this is purely official. Grant jabs a finger at Vance. Explain this. Using the church's name to bully an Aegis Bureau recruit? Vance panics. Grant, watch your mouth. Are you saying the document is fake? Madam Sun scoffs. But your abuse of authority is very real. Vance forces an awkward smile. Madam Sun, the kid was just venting. You can't take a child's words seriously. I've shown you all the courtesy I can. Everything you've just said has already been seen by my superior. I am taking him. Nobody in this world can stop me. At that moment, Grant, the palace master, and Madam Sun's phones all ring simultaneously. Grant picks up. What is it, Dad? You're sticking your neck out for a student, aren't you? Yeah. Did the church call you? They called your uncle. Your uncle says to stand down. Don't worry. Someone bigger will step in to protect that student. Vance smirks. I believe it's time for everyone to step aside. Seeing the three make way, the watching students erupt. All three of them back down. I underestimated the church. I thought Hayes wouldn't get his revenge. Bryce breaks back into a smile, thinking the church really is a cut above. In the crowd, Sage's eyes rim with red. I watch the power plays between factions, and silently swear to build my own power, to crush these bullies abusing their power. Nox speaks up. Do you feel it now? How small you really are? Do you finally understand the gap? Today you're finished. BB suddenly steps out of the crowd, still crunching away on chips. The crowd stares. What is BB doing here? A girl whispers. She's not actually trying to save Fane, is she? Vance raises his hand to shove BB aside. Out of my way! The lightest touch, and BB drops to the ground. She mumbles. Oh no, I've been knocked down! Lying flat on the floor, she pulls out a phone. Grandpa? Someone hit me. My head's dizzy. Everything hurts. I can't breathe. Dean Zhu arrives on the scene. The moment he sees her on the ground, his face goes white. He shouts urgently. Do not provoke her! Vance ignores him and steps over BB. Dean Zhu's face turns ashen. It's over. This is completely over. He just messed with the wrong person. The next second, a thunderclap rips across the sky above Aegis Academy. A commanding male voice roars. Which fool laid a hand on my granddaughter? The air shatters like a mirror. A nearly invisible blade rockets forward and slams into Vance. He's pinned to the wall by the blade itself. Blood sprays from his mouth. Old Master Lee, please let me explain. A wave of crushing blade energy sweeps through the hallway. Every watching student is frozen in awe. What kind of monster is this? That's gotta be level 13 combat power. What on earth is BB's background? How does she have a grandfather this terrifying? Bryce's jaw hangs open. That spaced-out girl has a background this powerful? The palace master's eyes go wide. It's that legendary elder. Dean Zhu sighs helplessly, looking like he's lost all hope. Vance feels the sky caving in on him. Old Master Lee, this is all a misunderstanding. I didn't touch your granddaughter. The commanding voice thunders. Don't give me that. My granddaughter has been honest since the day she was born. Are you saying she'd lie about this? Vance looks like he's about to cry. I swear I didn't touch her. Ask her yourself if you don't believe me. BB lies on the ground looking perfectly injured. I can't move. Everything hurts. Please, you can't say things that aren't true. I didn't even touch you. BB blinks innocently. Your words wounded me. Your conduct offended me. Your actions assaulted me. Vance turns to Dean Zhu. Dean, you have to testify for me. Dean Zhu looks down. Vice Commander Lee, I actually didn't get a clear view of exactly what happened. Dean, you clearly saw that I didn't touch her. I arrived late. Too many people in the way. Couldn't see. Vance tries to argue, but the blade in his chest twists. He cries out in agony and slaps his badge. Your Eminence, save me! The badge erupts in a blinding golden glow. A golden spectral figure materializes. Vice Commander Lee. After all these years, still the same temper. A voice like rolling thunder responds. No wonder your men are so blind. Their leader only has one eye. The golden figure laughs. Allow me to apologize on his behalf. As for your granddaughter, how about I gift her a supreme tier artifact? as a token of apology? Would that satisfy you? Old Master Lee replies. Whether I'm satisfied doesn't matter. What matters is whether my granddaughter is satisfied. BB points at me. Grandpa, he's my friend. The voice from within the golden light speaks. Vice Commander Lee, we bear no ill will toward your granddaughter's friend. This matter is complicated. It's connected to something from over a decade ago. Old Master Lee is silent for a long time before speaking. You must promise me that he will not be harmed in any way. Agreed. Only then does BB get to her feet. A fist-sized orb of golden light drifts into her hands. For you, Vice Commander Lee, I've fulfilled my promise. The blade pinning Vance to the wall silently dissolves. A cold voice comes from within the golden light. Escort him out. Vance forces himself to his feet and swallows a vial of serum. Nox grabs my shoulder and starts dragging me away. Grant's fury boils over. He flashes forward. Dragon scales ripple across his arm as he drives a fist straight at Nox. Nox throws up a golden barrier, but Grant shatters it with a single punch. Nox slams into the wall, crashes to the floor, and coughs up blood. You Hua brat! Do you know what you're doing? The document says escort. You yourself said escort him. Does this look like an escort to you? The golden figure's gaze sweeps over. Nox immediately drops his head. He staggers up. Let's go. This time he doesn't dare lay a hand on me. Then Nox's voice echoes inside my mind. Just wait and see how I torture you. I will make you beg for death, and be denied it. Once I've broken you half to death, I'll bring in a healer to patch you back up. Over and over again. I will teach you what it truly feels like to cross someone with power. The next second, ripples spread across the air. Gideon steps through. Good afternoon, everyone. The students erupt all over again. The 9th Division monster is here too. One Fane has dragged out this many heavyweights? Who said Fane had no connections? The golden figure speaks. Gideon, are you here to block us as well? Not blocking. But you can't take him. You may only question him here at Aegis Academy. The golden figure's voice sharpens. Are you insisting on defying the church? Gideon casually raises his hand, a command token held between two fingers. Old Master Yi's orders. The boy does not leave. Do you want to defy Old Master Yi? The token hovers in midair. An overwhelming pressure radiates outward. The golden figure falls silent. The air itself seems to freeze. Several powerful presences from across the academy close in on the church group. The church members tense up. After a long pause, the golden figure speaks. Then we defer to Old Master Yi. Gideon smiles. One more thing. Your church violated Aegis Academy regulations, breached the pact signed by the major organizations, and assaulted our Aegis Bureau recruits. Don't you think some compensation is in order? What do you want? Donate about 10 volumes of your Holy Light Order techniques, 10th tier or above, to Aegis Academy. A cold laugh from within the golden light. 10 volumes? You've got nerve. Then feel free to counter. 1 volume. Gideon shakes his head. 3 volumes, 10th tier or above. White-haired brat, don't push your luck. Our personal grudge isn't settled yet. Gideon keeps smiling. This is business hours. Fine, 2 conditions. First, these techniques must not be shared with outsiders. Second, Aegis Academy will not retaliate against Hayes going forward. Deal. The golden figure calls out. 3 orbs of light shoot from the golden glow and fly straight into Gideon's hands. The interview room is ready. Shall we proceed? Gideon snaps his fingers. We vanish on the spot. The next second, we're in a bright, spacious office. Gideon crosses his legs. Ask whatever you need to ask. Vance pulls an artifact shaped like an eyeball from his storage ring. The eye artifact hovers in midair and casts a beam of light over me. He stares at me coldly. I ask, you answer. Understood? I nod. Where were you when your parents' accident happened? At school. After the accident, did any suspicious people come to you? Or give you anything? No. Never? Never? Did your parents ever send you anything unusual? No. Did they ever privately take you to receive any kind of vaccination? No. Then let me ask you this. Before the accident, did you notice anything unusual about your parents? I pause for a moment. No. The eye artifact suddenly flares with blinding light. Vance's pupils turn gold. Tell the truth. My father never drank or smoked, but before the accident, he came home one night completely drunk. He collapsed the moment he walked through the door. By the time I woke up the next morning, he was already gone. I never heard from him again, until the police told me to come to the morgue. After your parents died, did any strangers approach you or try to harm you? I nod. Yes. Who? What did they look like? Do you remember a name? A pen and sketchboard fly out of Vance's storage ring. I describe. Golden hair, squarish face, light brown eyebrows, pretty big eyes, high nose bridge, a slightly fleshy nose, slightly thick lips. Overall, he's kind of ugly handsome, mostly ugly. The portrait takes shape. Vance can't help glancing back. His name is Nox, the one sitting right next to you. Nox's expression darkens. Vance slams his fist on the table. You're messing with me. I look at him innocently. Weren't you the one who asked? Vance holds back his rage. Anyone else? One more. Name? Appearance? His name is Hayes. Vance is speechless for the second time. He puts the artifact away, eyes burning with fury. Gideon says lazily. Are you all done? If so, may you leave? The golden figure speaks. Let's go. He clearly knows nothing. Gideon stands. I'll see you out. A snap of his fingers, and Vance, Nox, and the church members disappear without a trace. Now that was a real lesson. Gideon puts his arm around my shoulder. Did you feel how small you are? I nod. I felt it. Good. Then do everything you can to get stronger. This world is simple. The strong devour the weak. Want to take Nox down? I grin. Absolutely. That punch Grant threw at Nox today. Did you see it? I replayed in my mind. Nox couldn't dodge. His barrier shattered. I saw it. That technique is called the Rising Dragon Art. It's Nox's worst nightmare. Master it, and it directly counters the entire Radiance type. You took a humiliation from the church today. Knowing Grant's temper, he'll definitely teach you this technique to use against them. During midterms, you'll go to the Divine Demon Ruins. The church will be there too. Inside, anyone above level 5 gets suppressed. Nox will be capped at level 5 combat power. Whether you can kill him depends on you. Killing a church member won't have consequences. When the ruins open, legitimate factions, eternal night remnants, and awakened organizations all enter. As long as you don't kill Aegis Bureau members inside, any faction is fair game for teaming up with, or hunting down, including church members. Killing intent flickers in my eyes. During the test, can non-students enter? Yes, the ruins have plenty of valuable resources. So besides students going in for the test, others will risk entering to hunt for treasure. Can I choose which ruins to enter? I want to go to Divine Demon Ruins number 9. Out of all the ruins, why number 9? 9 is my lucky number. He smiles faintly. No problem. Will Nox definitely be there? Gideon flashes an okay sign. Of course. Take a look at these 3 techniques first. Return them to me when you're done. I need to submit them to the Aegis Bureau. 3 orbs of light fly into my storage ring. I smile. Thanks. Don't mention it. Get back to class. 1 snap, and I vanish. Meanwhile, the students are still buzzing. Where are all the people who were bootlicking Hayes earlier? Go on, keep talking. See? Talent and results are what matter. Every heavyweight will back you up. Hayes and his lackeys slink away with their tails between their legs. Anna stares unblinking in the direction Hayes left. Her gaze slowly empties. The palace master sidles up, rubbing his hands eagerly. Anna, Madam Sun gives him one look. Get lost. The palace master forces a smile and backs up several meters. A few minutes later, Anna's eyes regain their focus. Her face is pale, and she's breathing hard. Madam Sun asks, what did you see? Hayes is going to try to kill Fane. On the arena, using someone else's power. He reaches at least mid-level 4 combat power. And then everything goes dark. I can see that someone dies, but I can't tell who. Madam Sun frowns. You can't see? A seer with perception talent being unable to see clearly can only mean a few things. Either the target's level is far above mine, or a more powerful seer has veiled the threads of fate, or the person being read has the divine protection of an unknown existence. Are you saying someone has veiled the threads of fate? Anna says. A seer did veil the threads of fate. I can sense it involves both Fane and Hayes. One of them carries the divine protection of an unknown existence. That existence is extraordinarily terrifying. If the one who carries it doesn't die young and reaches the peak, they could stand equal to a god. You truly can't tell which of the two it is? Anna is about to answer, when I materialize in the hallway out of thin air. Anna locks her gaze on me. Seconds later, her face drains of color, her eyes turn crimson. She sways, nearly collapsing. Madam Sun catches her. What did you see? Nothing. I saw nothing. The one carrying the divine protection is Fane. Madam Sun stares at me, stunned into silence. Anna steadies her breathing. She pulls a fruit from her spatial ring and eats it. Her eyes are still bloodshot, so she puts on a pair of dark glasses. An instructor shouts, "Everyone back to your classrooms!" As I head back, Grant pushes through the crowd and throws his arm around me. Come find me in the gravity chamber after class. I smile. Got it. I return to my seat. Anna speaks from the podium. We're almost out of time. Let me give you a quick overview of the perception talent. Perception and psychic types. Both consume psychic power. The difference is that psychic leans more toward offense, while perception focuses on gathering intel on the enemy. The more information a squad has about the enemy, the higher their chances of victory. After all, no matter how strong you are, if you can't sense the enemy, all that strength is wasted. I click my tongue. What is it with everyone taking shots at strength type? Why does everyone have to bring it up? Class ends in a flash. I head into the gravity chamber. Grant is throwing punches at an advanced puppet. Golden dragon scales ripple across his arms. He throws a single punch. The advanced puppet is launched backward in one hit. Grant turns around and holds up his fist. See that? I saw it. Want to learn? If you say no, I'm going to beat you up myself. I nod quickly. I want to learn. Grant breaks into a grin. My own student got humiliated by the church. I refuse to let that slide. This technique is called the Rising Dragon Art. My grandfather obtained it by chance. Before I pass it to you, you must promise me, never use this art to bully the weak, harm the innocent, or attack your own people. I promise not to use the Rising Dragon Art against the weak, not to harm the innocent, and not to attack my own. Good. Starting today, set aside 2 hours every day to train this technique. When you run into church people at midterms, beat them into the ground. I stare at the scroll in excitement. The Rising Dragon Art excels in both offense and defense. Dragon scale armor can withstand Radiance-type attacks, and it can punch through barriers for critical hits. Gideon was right. It counters the entire Radiance type. When the time comes, Nox is getting a gift he'll never forget. Grant continues. But before you start training, you need to attune to the dragon essence. I have a piece of dragon bone here. Try sensing the dragon essence first. Once you've attuned to it, you'll gain dragon's might. The combat power you output will receive a significant boost. The moment I touch the dragon bone, dragon essence explodes from within me. Grant stares in shock. Where did the dragon essence inside you come from? When I went to Beast Palace, to awaken my beast-taming talent, I absorbed it there. Grant lets out a big laugh. No wonder that old rascal at Beast Palace came all the way to the academy to back you up. You've got an innate rising dragon physique. Train as hard as you want. Anything you don't understand, just ask. I clench my teeth. My arm transforms into a dragon claw in an instant. I will get stronger. I will become the strongest. I will break every tyrannical power in this world. Punch after punch rains down. I will crush every last one of those who abuse their power to trample the weak. On the other side, Hayes makes a call. Mom, Fane is still perfectly fine. Not only did I not get my revenge, I'm now the laughingstock of the entire school. Sweetheart, listen to mommy. I talked to your uncle. That Fane kid is tied to some kind of secret, your uncle says. The person behind the 9th division is only keeping Fane around because he's useful. Whether he lives or dies, nobody actually cares. I want him dead right now. Don't be hasty, sweetheart. Mommy's got a secret for you. Your uncle told me personally. What secret? This time the 9th division went all out to protect Fane. The church is furious. They've already got one monster in Gideon. He's been a headache for them long enough. They absolutely will not tolerate a second one. Your academy has a life and death arena, doesn't it? The church will buy a student to challenge Fane on the arena and eliminate him. But Fane's combat power is first among all freshmen by a mile. Challenge Fane? Isn't that a joke? Don't rush, sweetheart. Fane is just a strength-type brute. Give it some time, and other talent types will overtake him. The church will provide an artifact to the student they've bought. That artifact can take power from an outside fighter with the same talent type, limit it to level 4, and transfer it to the student. Mom, forget finding some random student. Let me do it. I want to finish him with my own hands. Meanwhile, I drive a fist into a puppet. Grant nods with a satisfied smile. Training ends. Grant and I step out of the gravity chamber. Several female students watch me with hearts in their eyes. I ignore them completely. Then a familiar voice calls from behind. Fane, want to grab dinner together? Sage jogs over. I need to shower first. I'll go tidy up your room then. Hayes hasn't come after you again, has he? No, back when I was just a regular student, I thought good grades meant everything was fine. During the talent assessment, I thought strong results meant life was set. But after what happened today, for the first time I felt how small I really am. When you're up against real power, even if we're the victims, they still want to crush us underfoot. Sage stops walking. Fane, I don't want to be an ant. I never want to be stepped on again. As long as we're strong enough, we don't need powerful backing. The two of us will be each other's support. We will be each other's strength. I look at the steel in Sage's eyes and smile. I say it with everything I have. Deal. At the dorm, I knock on BB's door. Victor steps out of her own room. BB's not here. She's at the training hall practicing with her blade. She said if you want to thank her, don't bother. Just keep her stocked with chips for a month. I smile. No problem. Victor sniffles. Fane, today only BB was able to help you. The rest of us couldn't do anything. I pat her on the shoulder. It's fine. Where is everyone? Victor grins. All training. The church was way too arrogant today. A lot of people are fired up. When they heard that during midterms, they might run into church members inside the ruins. Everyone threw themselves into training. I need to go too, Fane. She turns and heads off. After I shower, Sage and I grab dinner at the dining hall. Then I head straight into a solo training room. I open the first technique, Divine Art, Godly Veil. In simple terms, it's an invisibility skill. Lunar essence rains down, and my body fades bit by bit. Before long, I'm completely invisible. 3 minutes later, my body slowly reappears. I'm gasping for breath. This skill's advantage over the invisibility cloak is that it can partially evade perception detection. I open the second technique, Divine Art, Blazing Sun. Using radiant energy, it condenses a blazing sun to launch an attack. Devastating damage. The catch is it requires solar essence. Above the divine spring, a sphere of intertwined black and white light energy hovers slowly. This must be what the slaughter talent has done to my radiance-type talent. This sphere is called the Divine Core. It functions as the radiance talent's divine spring. Following the blazing sun technique instructions, I draw on the solar essence stored inside the divine core. A ping-pong-sized white orb of light appears at my fingertip. I flick it. The orb strikes the puppet and instantly sears a patch of char. I channel the dark energy. Another orb forms at my fingertip, this one pitch black. The black orb hits the puppet and sinks inside its body. Seconds later, the puppet collapses. I rush forward to check. This mutated radiance talent is absolutely broken. It can ignite the target's own radiant energy from within, and even burns through their psychic power. Techniques enhanced by the slaughter talent are the ultimate counter to both radiance and psychic types. A normal radiance talent's divine core is either white for solar essence or silver for lunar essence. Mine has a third color, black. I continue absorbing lunar essence while opening the third technique, Divine Art Swift Step. This skill uses radiant energy to boost speed. With dark energy, the duration doubles. Right now, my strength talent has reached level 4 combat power. I have a level 4 white bear under my beast taming talent. Psychic talent is just getting started. Perception is at level 2. With dark energy enhancement, it could output mid-level 3 combat power. With strength at level 4, the slaughter talent reaches level 5. I just don't know what the Slaughter King form can do at this stage. Afterward, I drop a whole box of chips outside BB's room. Milo shows up with the projector and calls me over to watch a movie. The projector is actually a psychic-type artifact. It affects the viewer's mind to create a fully immersive experience. Milo waves excitedly. Fane, come watch this movie. This thriller stars my goddess, the A-list actress Ruby. If I could meet her just once, I'd even accept Victor failing the midterms. Totally worth it. I glance at the beautiful actress on screen. Actors are selected based on their performing talent these days. With it, they can become any character seamlessly, and naturally draw awaken fans into loyal followings. After the movie, I head back to my room. That night, a message pops up on my phone. I jolt. It's from Grandpa. The message says, if someone surnamed Ku comes looking for me, don't be afraid, he's one of ours. I think carefully. Ku is an uncommon surname. Who is this Ku person but that surname? Why does it feel so familiar? Then it hits me. I remember exactly where I heard it. Gideon mentioned it. The professor's disciple was snatched by the eternal night remnants at Tangyan Mountain. The leader of the group that took the student goes by the surname Ku. The Ku that Grandpa is talking about. Could he be the same person Gideon described as the one who took the professor's disciple? If that's true, then Grandpa is involved with the eternal night remnants. But the Aegis Bureau and the eternal night remnants are locked in a war to the death. If it's really true, how did Grandpa end up on the same side as them? Years ago, Grandpa left the Divine Court and wounded several of its elders. If he joined the eternal night remnants out of spite, it wouldn't be impossible. Either way, if Grandpa says he's one of ours, there's no point overthinking it. Right now, getting stronger is all that matters. Over the next few days, I settle back into normal academy life. Every day without fail, I train the rising dragon art. Today, I've been in the training hall for hours again. I'm so exhausted I can barely